This guy takes his vest off. He's about to lose his job over there.
Yeah.
He's like 5 feet tall. He squares up with this guy.
But I refuse to let Lars be better than me. So, like, I pushed myself so much I fucking nailed it.
By the way, spoiler, I'm doing a fancy draft right now, so bear with me as I'm trying
My crotch has blown out on stage probably 6 or 7 times. I've had to buy new jeans.
We are the boys who rock brother.
Hey, I'm fucking walking in.
God, that's
What's
such
going
a
on?
bright fucking light. Holy
We
fuck.
are finally back.
We're in it right
Yes.
now.
We're in
it.
It's been weeks.
It's been how many?
It's been more than 1 week.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's been a
more
while.
than-
Yeah.
Season 2, baby. I
it's
just
guitar.
it's just
It's
fun.
season
we,
2.
we took a break
We
for a
should do
month,
that.
and we're just gonna
Someone
call
call
it
Chris
that.
Jungles.
Yeah,
Season 2.
yeah. Hell yeah. I haven't
Who the
seen him
fuck
in a
is
minute.
Chris Jungles?
Skate
He's
Fair.
a, yeah, Skate
Oh,
Fair.
gee,
rapper. Come
Oh
on.
yeah,
I
that's
love
right.
Oh, yeah, it's just...
yeah,
Dr. Chris.
Where were you?
yeah.
I don't know.
In 2002. No, it was 2012.
2012, yeah.
Joe's
was
gonna
I?
get us a couple
Club
more.
Hell a lot,
Which was
probably.
still like 12 years ago. Crazy.
That's gone, right?
Don't
That's
say
been
that
gone.
shit like
I
that.
said
Don't
it.
do that shit
I
to
said
me.
it. I meant it.
That's so fucked
We're
up.
old.
That's so
We are
fucked
old.
up.
That's fucked
We're
up,
old.
dude. I hate that.
I'm really old. I'm like grandpa at this point.
It hurts.
Wasn't
man.
the third Scared on Fear record that year, like 2012?
I don't really remember the discography of it all, but probably, yeah. I didn't really.
Joe,
listen,
check me, please.
Yeah, Joe fact checked us. I watched. I hosted the band.
Yeah.
I watched a ton of their sets. I don't think I ever just like listened on my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but I like the band. I think
yeah.
they're sick. You know what I mean? I always loved and thought. I'm a big fan of bands that are different. You know,
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit's one of my favorites. You know what I mean? Just
I love playing with those guys.
because they're just different.
with
you
Limp
know?
Bizkit.
No.
He wished.
I
He
wish.
wishes, yeah.
Fucking no, Scared on Fear. Dude, if I would love to play with Limp Bizkit just so I can like watch Wes Borland like a fucking.
Oh, he's a wizard.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
I
Yes.
mean, anytime you
underrated.
see Limp Bizkit, you get hyped, and that's all I know. You know what I mean? You don't sit around at a Limp Bizkit show.
Yeah. We were thinking about going they had a bunch of like cheap all-ins for a little bit, and then they stopped having them like right when we were thinking like, should we just go to fucking Limp Bizkit tonight? And it's like,
Didn't we do something else that night?
It's toast. No,
Pretty
but
sure if I wanted to, I could have worked it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Because Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney.
the two genres of music, dude.
So how many fights?
Country and Western.
Yeah, how many?
Kenny and Chesney?
Kenny
Yeah.
and
No.
Chesney.
I remember what you're about to say because I'm in it. I'm into it. Okay. Kenny Chesney, 3 nights of hell. 3 nights of Kenny Chesney.
That was about
And
to
he probably
ask.
sold out all 3 of them, dude. It's nuts.
No, he didn't, but it was packed.
So there's got to be some
it was
violent
probably-
fans.
I was
feel
about
like
to say,
those
how
are-
many
Well,
fights?
50,000.
How many drunken asshole
I mean-
fights? How many? A ton.
I'll say this, okay? This is my assessment. This is like my synopsis, okay? It's like all they had to do was take away the name Country Fest, and you got half the problems for some reason. Like, remember when it was called Country Fest and Kenny played it? And blah,
no?
blah, blah?
That's
Yeah, it was Country Fest. And
Oh,
Country
okay.
Fest was like nuts.
It was
Like
nuts.
the
I heard
parking
about
lot
it.
was crazy.
A lot of spotless
Girls were
pickup
flashing
trucks.
everybody everywhere. There was friggin' people climbing the fences trying to get over like crazy. You'd kick people off the fence, all that shit.
America.
But
America.
this
Hell
year
yeah,
it was
American Border
so
Patrol.
like just it's not called Country Fest anymore. It's just Kenny Chesney and Zach Brown and whatever.
The
and
same,
like
yeah.
it did the same amount of people, but they were honestly
Well
sure.
behaved?
There were drunk assholes and there was all kinds of stuff going
Should've
on.
seen us
But
at Metallica.
nothing more than any normal 50,000 person concert.
I mean,
You
we
know
were
what I'm
drunk
saying?
assholes. Metallica seemed pretty tame, except
No,
that
okay.
one thing
You'll
with the guy with
oh,
the
yeah,
There was
you
no
know
one
what?
trying to
yeah.
climb a single fence or
You'll
show
appreciate
one pair of
this.
boobs. So I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah.
6 of one, half dozen of the other. I guess.
Not,
but
not that I was asking, but like usually
for fence
you know.
climbers or two.
Yeah.
But
As far as I know.
so we didn't. This you'll appreciate this. We I
do appreciate it.
we roll into Metallica at
Night
Gillette
one.
for.
I didn't get to work those. I didn't have the
night.
location yet.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we would have known if you were there, but the fucking so we pull in and obviously all these like parking kids they're all just like nobody knows what the fuck is happening. So I'm being told where to park in two different places by two different people.
Oh, this is amazing.
So I'm
this
I'm
is
hooting
better.
and hollering because we were sitting in traffic and stuff. So I'm just like, oh, whatever.
I'm always inside.
I'm a little
so I
spicy.
have no idea what's going on in the parking lot. I need to
Yeah.
know. I need
No,
you
this
to,
is-
I
no,
need
this
you to
gets funny.
continue.
So I've got
it
the
gets
window
good.
down. I'm like hooting and hollering, just like, all right, great. Have we we've established we're gonna do our jobs now, right? Like we figured it out. I'm like talking shit because whatever.
thought wrong.
And this guy, I mean, one of these guys is like, he's pissed. He's like huffing and puffing. He's mad as hell at me.
He's got his vest on, reflective
Yes.
vest? Yeah,
Oh yeah.
okay.
He's mad that he told me to go the wrong way. But so
I've had to wear those things.
So
Okay, go ahead.
the next guy that pulls in is having a way worse time than I am.
Oh my God, this is
so
so
he
funny.
gets out and he picks a fight with this guy.
Oh, great.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the
That's why I don't
parking
do
guy-
parking.
The parking guy takes his
Takes his
vest off.
vest off,
He's like,
yeah.
hold up. They're fucking screaming at each other. This guy takes his vest off. He's about to lose his job over this.
Yeah, this guy was
throws
about to
it on
throw
the
fucking
ground
hands, dude.
and
They
don't
squares
pay
up.
me enough for this
He's like
vest.
5 feet tall. He squares up with this guy. I'm like, oh my God, that could have been
It happens,
me.
man.
If the next guy that got
Especially-
out of that car
No.
was more pissed than I was.
Especially, like, for some reason, not saying whatever, but, like, post-COVID, you're seeing way more than that, way more of that lately. I saw it twice the other night. Like, people, like, literally ripping their shirts off and
Yeah,
just
dude.
leaving. You
Oh,
know what I mean? In general.
the
And
lockdowns,
that's,
like,
the attitude
desocialize
these days
people.
is people are very quick to quit for some reason.
Yeah,
Jobs, you know?
I think it made people realize like what's important, and it made them not want to put up with bullshit, which
Throwing
is like
fisticuffs with random guys in parking lots.
super fair. But that was a bit much. But I know
It was
that
fun-
definitely
funny to
like
watch.
I know that
Great,
like,
great,
all the
awesome
lockdowns like
material.
definitely realigned my priorities. That's
What
for
a
sure.
what a fucking way to start the weekend is like watching this this freaking parking lot guy trying to beef it up with a guy that he just parked.
Yeah,
I mean, I probably would have watched it.
We did.
If I was security, I would have to come over and calm everybody down. That's what I do.
they figured it out
I'm the
at the
calm everybody down.
de-escalator.
Yeah.
Yeah, de-escalation. all
And it
day
was
long.
great for me. I was 7 beers deep driving
yeah,
in. So I was like, this is fucking
Jedi mind
great,
tricks,
so.
I like to call it. You just gotta. You want to
That
go
was-
back in the show and have
That
a
was
good time
fucking
and enjoy
dinner
your
and
money.
dinner and a show, man.
Right,
was, yeah.
right
That
to
was
start
real
the
good.
park. We haven't even gotten to the venue yet. We're just right. We haven't even started pregame. We're still setting
Yeah.
our shit up.
That's what I'm saying. We were
Yeah.
just setting the tent
Putting lawn
up there.
chairs out, and this guy's like already about to get like. This guy's saying he's gonna like slash his tires. He's like,
I'm
you
a
better
fan.
fucking watch your tire. I'm gonna slash your fucking tires while you're in the show. He's like, oh brother.
Great. Take a picture of him and be like, "Go ahead,
Oh, I fucking
go
hope
ahead."
so.
Just slash-
Holy
go-
shit.
My tires are slashed when I come back. You're getting
So
arrested.
fucking cool, man.
What a time to be
Yeah.
alive, man. That shit was
Heavy
No,
metal
I'm-
parking lot, baby.
Heavy
I'm
metal
a fan
parking
of tailgating, as security side of it. I'm a fan of tailgating. Here's why: because when they tailgate, they come in waves. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
don't get that. You don't get that line down the road of people trying to come in right off the bat. You get like waves of like, I'll go in now. Zach
having
Brown's
their
about
hot
to go
dogs.
on.
Yeah.
You know, Metallica's about to go on. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I like that a lot better. So I approve. And they've been orderly out there. They've been doing a good job with their tailgating.
It was a good
In
time.
general, this season at
It was
events.
a good, everyone was a
From
good
what I
spirits,
remember,
too.
it was
Like-
a good time.
Like we had some people next to us that were
You
like,
guys
really
are
cool
part
and
of
stuff.
it. You know,
The second
well
night
behaved.
we
I haven't
it was fun,
tailgated
too.
since a kid, but
Well, except
I'm
for the whole
lame.
rain out and
Well,
missing-
yeah, that part sucks.
But you know what though? Because that second night, you could just feel the energy was different. I think everyone was so pissed off and so.
why were they
yeah.
pissed off?
because the rain canceled half the show.
Oh man,
Yeah, we missed
Ice Nine Kills got cut.
See,
and Five Finger
back in
played
the
like
day,
4 songs.
right? Back in the day,
Thank
it
God.
rained and everybody would fucking have a great time.
I know.
Right?
Warped Tour
Right?
days, dude.
Like, yeah, oh
Warped
my
Tour
god,
rain, dude.
Remember rainy Warp Tours?
Yes, every fucking
fucking
year.
Everybody's
year.
just
Every
soaked
year.
and having a great time.
Dude,
Like,
I remember
come
hiding
on.
under a
It's
truck
the
one year 'cause the
summer.
rain was so
The
bad.
best thing that can happen to you
under
is
a
you
truck.
get rained on, and then you're not overheating. People aren't passing out. Like everybody's hydrated. Like,
You know what it was? I firmly believe this is like an American thing because they had
America.
played overseas
I'm sure it
a
is.
few nights before our date, and it was raining, it was lightning, the whole fucking thing.
Oh,
They
the
would-
lightning is
yeah,
what you
yeah.
got to
Oh,
be
yeah.
worried about because they got to evac.
So that's
We're
what
doing
it was for us,
eva-
Metallica.
But
was lightning.
But they
yeah.
were playing while it was happening out. You know, I think it was Europe,
They
maybe.
do a shelter in place.
And then now, like, we were just sitting there, like, all right, well, cool, but like, when does the show start, though?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, again, it was like I was from the Warped Tour days where like I'm used to torrential downpour.
No,
and so-
that's accurate because any show I've ever done security for and there's lightning or whatever, there'll be lightning strikes like close to the event. And we're clearing out the event and people are like, listen, it's my right to stand here on the barricade, this metal barricade. I'm like, no, like
isn't?
you gotta go. Like I'm telling you. And they just like they're the biggest thing on their mind that they want to know, like, when's the act going back on? And I'm like, when the lightning stops.
I don't know, man.
Like,
OSHA.
you know
Blame OSHA, man.
fucking-
That's
what am I-
OSHA.
it'll be
what am I, Al
fine.
Gore? Do I
It'll
run
be
the weather
fine. We're
machine?
not. If the show continues,
Yeah.
we're gonna let you watch it. Just be safe and go in your car for a little while with the rubber tires, please.
That's
For
like
the-
that's
for
like
the guy.
that's lemming shit. That's like, you know what? We're gonna you know what? Stay on the fucking just stay.
stand up for my right to get struck
let
by
God
lightning.
sort them out.
You know
man.
what? It was one of those things where it was like, listen, I'm gonna move because you told me to, but I'm gonna fucking kick and scream the entire time.
Well, that happens too. That happens.
Like
too.
I was sitting there,
A lot of
I was
heeing
sitting
and
there
hawing,
cursing God. I was so fucking.
oh,
mad.
You just gotta ignore it.
Quanky.
Or
Let them have their
Yeah.
I was
glory.
trying
Let
to
them
get
get
people
out
to
of
fight
the
him
system.
because he's a weatherman.
I know, right?
So I
It's
kept
your fault.
saying it was
Yeah.
his fault and that he could make the rain stop. And
I
so
know.
Well, it
like,
is his fault.
I know.
It's always Zach's
I know,
fault.
that's what I'm saying. So I was
It
trying to, like,
always is my fault.
Weather,
I know.
weatherman,
Sorry,
bass player,
but
you
that's
just
what
put
they
yourself in
say.
all
Yeah.
these situations where it's just everything's your fault.
All I know is
Weatherman, bass player, and a goatee.
that I'm trying to know, right? Blame work. But all I remember is when we went back out we were with Paul, and we just looked at each other, and we were, looking for a spot in the pit. We was literally right behind a margarita bar.
Yep.
We're like, yep, I think it's that time.
Dude, and they were strong.
Dude, we sat down. I think I lost count of 5.
I have no idea how many you
No,
brought me.
dude.
Him and Paul just kept bringing me margaritas, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, those Live Nation marks, man.
No, I mean,
that
and-
is
that shit was
diabolical. That
No.
shit is all sugar.
and
If I drank still, I'd drink a margarita.
Dude,
No, you know-
I'm not a margarita type. I don't
No,
know.
me either.
But
or
him and
pina
Paul-
colada.
Oh, brother,
Every
Paul just
vacation,
kept
I get a
bringing 'em.
virgin
yeah,
pina
dude.
colada, and
Dude,
I'm like, I
tequila
don't even give a
sunrise.
fuck.
I
Yeah.
love that shit.
It makes
you feel
I'm a
good.
fucking parrot head.
But Paul and I
My
made
heart.
Paul and I made a
I'm
decision
not,
because we were
but I
wet.
like
We were
pina
pissed
coladas.
off. We were like, you know what?
No rain,
We
though.
need to feel pretty good about this. Holy, I mean, you saw me. I blew my voice. I was
we were
a mess afterwards.
You blew
Emotional,
your voice out?
dude. I
Dude, night 2 was nuts.
Dude, I was crying.
We talking about Metallica. We're back
Yeah,
on
after
we're
the
back
show.
on track then. Metallica.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we finally got there
the,
again.
the rain happened. Ice Nine got cut. Five Finger came out, played like
Wait,
maybe
Ice
4
Nine got
songs.
cut.
They got
Yeah,
cut. They didn't play.
completely.
Was
Did
that
not
the
play.
only date they were playing?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, this is
Wow.
not the only date that they were playing, but this is their home show.
No, for real. So why would they get cut?
That's what I said. I was like, Five Finger should have taken a back seat and let them play the
I wonder
few
how
songs.
pissed they were.
They weren't, honestly. I mean,
You're playing for Metallica, so you can't really be pissy.
yeah. I mean, they
you were
had more
pissed.
dates. They did the Europe dates.
They
and
might have
stuff.
even
Like,
asked him, "Hey, we're gonna have to cut one band. You were the one of the openers," and he was like, "Let the open." Maybe they were noble. Maybe
It's very
Let the
possible.
openers play, and
Spence-
we'll take the dive. We've played with Metallica before.
Spencer's
it's
a good
amazing
dude.
they can say that because they can.
Oh yeah. I mean, Spencer's a good dude. I can definitely see him doing that.
Yeah, Spencer
But,
is notably a good dude.
but at the same time, like they were. I think that they should have gotten those 4 songs. Not even just as a fan, but logically. Like,
What they should have done was both those guys do 4 each. They both get on. At least they got something else, and then put Metallica on.
listen,
They're
all
the
I'm-
headline, but
listen,
yeah.
all I'm saying is, if
Or
that
Metallica
was
plays with them. Go ahead.
if that was us, I would have gotten into a fist fight with Ivan Moody over. You know what I mean? Like
I've been movie.
I don't know the names. I'm not familiar with
the
the
singer
names.
of Five Finger.
The best part, like you
Oh,
could
Five Finger.
Yeah,
Five Finger, yeah.
Oh,
the
I heard
best
they have a
part,
really good
no,
following.
only people
They
that
do.
care that came out were all
Not
the
a
boomers,
fan,
like the true fucking boomers of the crazy flags and all that.
I mean, you know what?
Which is
They-
about like
what-
10% of the stadium.
The
That's
plus
it.
side was that like at least the few songs that Five Finger played was good, so like it kind of
Yeah.
cut the fat off of it.
True, I
Where it
guess.
was
You
like
say boomer. Like, what age group do you from?
They're like 50 plus.
Oh,
The butt rock people.
Oh.
40s, 50s.
okay, yeah.
yeah,
Not
that's like the don't tread on me people.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
yeah.
I'm 39, so what
I
would
thought you were
be?
36.
Yeah, it's been 3 years, bro.
He was when he joined.
I was. 36.
Well,
when he joined.
fuck.
Don't remind me.
Are you seriously 39? I seriously thought you were 36.
Yeah, I just
37
turned in
maybe.
August. It was, yeah.
Well,
Oh
Where
man,
were
I'm
you?
the
Well,
fucking baby
huh?
in the band. It's so
Where
weird.
were
fuck.
Me be the baby.
Okay,
you? Had a whole ass birthday, bro.
I guess so.
I you know
Shit.
what? I like it. Luckily, the few songs that Five Finger played, it cut the fat off. So it was like,
guess.
cool. At least I can enjoy this. Like, I'm mad as fuck that Ice Nine didn't play. Tay was so upset. Like,
I
I'd
felt
be
bad for
pissed
Tay.
if I were you because I know how big of a fan.
And Taylor,
you are.
I felt
was-
bad for
I
you
was- I'm seeing them at Silver Scream in a few weeks. I'm not worried about it.
I'll be there.
But the problem is that, number one, Tay can't go because it's a week away from her due date, assuming she doesn't have the baby. At
You're
that
gonna
point.
go without. You better get her a shirt,
Oh, I plan on it.
2 shirts,
I'm going with my buddy Paul.
and something for the baby too.
I might take Liana with me.
Yeah.
But
A couple beers for yourself.
oh
maybe.
god, yeah.
couple beers for the baby.
She might need them. But so I knew like I'm seeing them in September anyway.
Good for you. It's
I was bummed about it, but I was like, it's fine. You know,
They're like, this is gonna make us sell out the Silver Scream.
Probably.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
probably.
Yeah, baby. See, things are happening.
Yeah,
You
so
know?
and
things happen for a reason always.
So I just felt bad for Tay because like I know she couldn't go and she.
I
she
feel
would
bad
miss
for
them, but-
Tay.
She was.
do.
I felt bad.
But
She was upset.
She was
I felt
very
bad.
upset. But you know what? Five Finger came on. They played a couple of songs I liked. I'm like, all right, fine. I can at least vibe with this.
I think she had a good time watching us just
Oh,
be
dude, she was
complete
laughing.
dumb asshole. Not assholes, just dumb, drunken fools.
My neck.
I definitely
my neck
was.
hurt for a good 3 days.
No, I couldn't talk.
What? From what?
Just headbanging, just
Yeah.
fucking,
Oh, to
just fucking around in the
Metallica?
pit, dude. I was telling them
Ooh,
like,
I don't go in the pit anymore.
Get
These
in the
new
pit.
age
I don't
kids.
either.
No,
No,
these
these new
outside
age
the
kids
pit.
don't know what
We
they're
were-
doing,
we
man.
were-
I got hit in the face one time. It was horrible.
we were right at
black eye, the whole bit.
we were at the edge of it, which was nice, but like it was a good old school like 80s push pit. There was
Yeah,
no,
it was
none
no
of that karate
bullshit.
bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. It was good. Yeah.
we weren't fucking watching Knock Loose. You know what I mean?
There-
Like it was.
There was this father-son combo. I think the son never watched it. I was like, this is great. And I'm like 3 in. But like the 5th one in, I'm like, oh my God, brother. The father, he could say, he's like probably in his 50s having a great time. I was like, this kid's cool. And, you know, I'm like, this is from the Beltos. And
We ran into somebody that we
Black
played with
and,
at one
oh,
point.
Awesome.
You know, they were talking to us and they're like, we've played a show together. I'm like, we have. And they're like, yeah, and they told us.
I think you
fuck
both
yeah.
were there to see Metallica, the biggest band in the world.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
you know, it was-
I'm surprised you only saw one.
Me too, honestly. But it was
Nice.
it was a great time though. Yeah,
Maybe they saw you and they were too scared.
maybe
Big time in
Look
there.
at
That's
this-
what we're
look at
doing.
this fucking
Big time.
guy.
I got a new superpower. I was so hammered the first night with Pantera, I headbanged myself sober. So I got a cool new superpower that
That's
day.
neat.
That was cool.
So you know you can do that to yourself now.
Yeah, it was really cool. That was awesome. I
you
didn't
must have
expect
felt-
that. That was cool.
Pretty good after that because you fixed it.
Oh yeah, no. I was like,
Yeah.
kind of like dizzy and like swirly, and then Pantera came on. Tay was
How
like
was that? Wait, how was that?
amazing,
So-
awesome,
So
awesome.
good. So good.
And
What did you like better? Pantera or
night one Pantera, 100%.
What do you mean night one? Now you got to follow that up. That means night two. That means
so
night two.
we went to night one
like-
and night two. So
yeah.
night one, Pantera was the best thing that happened.
Was there only
that
two
entire
nights
day.
or three or what happened?
Two. It's 2 nights.
It was 2 nights. Yeah, it was 2 nights, and then we caught a little bit of Mammoth, freaking Wolfgang Van Halen's band. Caught a
Seemed
little bit
alright.
of it. It's fine. It was fine. Pantera came on. That was like a whole new fucking world for like all of us at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got the. I don't want to say I ditched her, but like Tay was like, "Listen, I know I'm not fun right now. Go ahead." Him and Julia were a couple of rows behind us, so I just went up and just jammed Pantera with them. Chris and Kelly from At the Hades were like the next row over too, so it was a good time.
See, it's just a fucking reunion.
Oh, it was a great
Good
time.
hang.
And,
Metalheads Unite at Metallica. You're gonna see
and
some people.
oh
you know.
yeah, and we again like the way that Nick said it, like Metallica was just like the after dinner mint to Pantera that day.
For me anyway, that 100%.
No, I agree. I felt the same way. And the set list for
wow.
Metallica night one just
Oh,
wasn't as
it
good.
was. It was okay.
Dude, Metallica
it
was so
night two. It was
fucking
definitely, yeah.
sloppy that first night. They were just like
I mean, they were
wicked-
sloppy.
When I
Sucky.
saw them
sloppy.
at Boston
No, I
Calling,
mean-
they were
No,
sloppy.
they were tired
sloppy.
second night.
I mean,
I
Lars
thought they
sounded
were.
like
Oh, yeah.
shit. He
Lars
Well, that's
did.
Timmy.
That's
It
butchered
was
Master
Kirk.
of Puppets.
When I went, it was Kirk. He was
Damn.
dropping picks. He was missing notes.
Oh,
he
yeah.
fucked up one.
I think I
He
saw
fucked up Nothing
the
Else
video
Matters,
of
which is
that.
like one of
that
the
too.
easiest guitar intros in
It
the
was
world.
like
Yeah.
3 songs, and I was like, wait.
But there's any song
If
to
you're in
fuck
a
up.
local
It's
band,
a
you
song.
fuck
I know.
up. No, if you're in a local band and you fuck up 3 songs, no big deal.
Yeah.
You're in Metallica, man. The biggest band in the world. Name one bigger. Name
Can't.
one bigger.
You can't.
Okay?
You can't.
So you can't do that either.
No, and
fuck up
you know
3
what?
songs? Like, come on.
But
The
at least-
standard. You're the standard.
Yeah.
You are the standard.
Lars like fully ruined Master of Puppets.
Fucked up.
Like that.
He
whole
fucked
thing.
up the
Well,
whole
then they
thing.
are
It's
not the
just
standard
crazy.
anymore. In
That
my
was
opinion. That is-
unfortunate.
to
He's
hear
like
that,
unlearning
like-
how to play drums. It's
he is the
very
fourth
He's
worst drummer in
old.
Metallica.
Well, yeah.
How old is he now? Like 67?
60s. They're old. They
Yeah,
all
I
just
think,
turned 60.
I think they all
They're
are
all
just
over
like in their
60,
early
like 60
60s now,
on the
but-
dot. Yeah.
And I
Well-
get that stuff is demanding, but like, Jesus Christ, man, he could barely play drums in his prime.
Yeah.
Like,
It's what
good
I'm
lord,
saying.
like take a lesson at
I mean,
60.
maybe
Good
he'll
God.
like stop playing drums and they'll get like a good drummer because that's all they really need, and they'd be ripping it.
Maybe they'll just start pumping drum tracks through the beat.
They're like, "Hey, Lars,
Oh, the
we're
Tommy
just
Lee
gonna
joke.
buy you
Tommy
out."
Lee, dude.
Just Tommy Lee.
Oh,
Honestly, if
by-
anyone should, it's probably them.
By the way, spoiler, I'm doing a fantasy draft right now, so bear with
Okay.
me as I'm trying
oh
to
yeah.
win.
It's fantasy
six-time
drafting
winner.
on the
drafting.
show,
So
folks.
Live and I wouldn't
Jeff
know.
Craig likes
I would
hearing
ask
that.
you questions. I don't know nothing about it, so
That
it
is
doesn't matter.
crazy.
Just sitting there, just picking your favorite guys.
Top pick, who are you thinking?
you want to know? So they want. So I'm more of a quarterback, so I'm running back. So I'm fourth of 10. I'm
You're
probably
fourth?
Yeah, I'm fourth.
And then who's out there?
I mean, so
Oh, they
yeah,
fucking
Brees
lost it.
Hall,
They lost
B.G.
me.
Robinson, Jamar Chase. I'm thinking probably Justin Jefferson. I love Justin Jefferson. I am going to take Justin Jefferson. I love Justin Jefferson.
I would have taken Bilal Hall personally. He's going to be my
You
keeper
know what,
this year.
though?
Actually.
No, we're
yeah.
not doing keepers for this one.
Yeah, so he's valued at.
Will you play
4.
fantasy football?
I do. I'm in
So
Twins,
anyway,
and I have
Vietnam.
a scene league. Too.
Yeah.
I with the people in the scene.
No
yeah.
shit.
What, you guys don't like football?
No, they all suck.
I don't know anything
I like it, but
about
not. I don't know what the fuck
Oh,
you're talking
football's
about.
mad fun.
It is fun.
I
I
So
played
I'm-
it in high school. That's why I played.
I
it,
did too.
Yeah.
So I'm in 3 leagues. So
I probably should have.
I actually did too, and I hated it.
It's
It was
just
terrible.
A lot of fun.
I played.
I got in a fight
myself
with one of the. I got in a
We
fight
ate a lot of
with
spaghetti and
coach's kid,
meatballs. That's all I know.
sounds about right.
and that was
the
it.
coach
That was it
would
for me.
feed us a lot because he knew he needed us to get bulky. So we would eat a lot of. We would sit to the cafeteria and there'd be like all the spaghetti and meatballs and garlic bread. And like,
Stuffing you full of garlic.
yeah, that's
bread.
all I remember about
Carbos,
football.
baby,
Good, go
carbos.
kitty.
I was
Go
like,
hit
dude,
each other.
this is sick. We go out there and hit people, and we come back and eat food every night.
Right. Kind of
They just
fucking
make sure we eat because
Spaghetti
they know.
and
So the
cheeseburger
shows
party.
are
know?
catered. It's cool.
No, that's like every practice back then. It was
Yeah, right.
crazy.
Damn.
Yeah,
but I
spaghetti
would
meatballs, bro.
You know what we had to eat when I was playing football?
Grass.
Verbal abuse and grass.
Yeah, that too. I went to the
good old
Catholic high
days.
school.
There were no
Lots of
fucking.
abuse.
Oh, no meatballs. Not a one.
Man, I was. I don't know if I told you this. I made it. I made the joke where after seeing Metallica that night and like Lars butchering the fucking drums so bad, I like went home and made like a drum playlist of like Pantera stuff and Lamb of God stuff.
He needs
and,
to hang it up.
Like and Metallica stuff. Like the stuff from like that weekend.
So Andrew, so I was driving with Paul because I was so yipped up on tequila. I mean, I was mad. I was crying.
were.
I was like, I'm like
Yeah.
on Taylor
Incoherent.
crying on her,
Incoherent.
incoherent, and literally, I'm just talking Paul's ear off. He's like, dude. You need to shut the fuck up for a minute. I'm still trying to calm down. I'm like,
There's a video of you at the tailgate saying
yeah.
there's a conversation happening and you literally go like just you're like
Sounds about right.
we joke that like you're incoherent but there's words
no,
coming
there-
out it's
there
just
was-
mush.
that was- yeah.
You were literally
Yeah.
just making mouth
I
noises.
heard that
babble.
exact phrase come out of his mouth.
like but what are you
And I'm like, wait a minute,
But I
slow
what
it
is that
down.
supposed to mean?
Slow it
But-
down.
So
What words were in here that didn't make it out of here?
most of them. So I made this playlist and fucking Luxy Turner came on, and it's good. Most of that song is like the double bass, right?
Yeah.
I don't typically play the double bass that fast yet.
Yeah. Neither does Lars.
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, but like I just normally couldn't do it. But I refuse to let Lars be better than me. So like I pushed myself so much I fucking nailed it.
So you think you're better than Lars?
I think my daughter's better than Lars.
Okay.
Lars is the 4th worst drummer in Metallica.
I think the average local drummer is better than Lars.
Hey, but as I
be
always
honest.
say, he wrote all the songs, so we can't take that away from
I
him.
guess.
Listen, all I'm saying is they had Charlie Benanti.
You want to play drums
He
in my
was
band?
so good.
They had Charlie Benanti.
was
We
so
need a drummer
good.
in Barbarian. You want to play drums in my band?
We'll talk about it.
Thank you.
We had Charlie Benanti.
So good.
We had the guy that's filling in for Patrick in Ice Nine, and whoever the hell is drumming for Wolfgang, and they still just let Lars do it. Like they could have just had Charlie do it, and everything would have been better than it's ever been, and Blackened would have actually sounded good.
Retire his ass, like forced retirement. It's just
Yeah.
like getting old Yellard out of your own band.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they have to.
On one, he did good. Like
I
I
will
thought
s-
he lined up on the machine gun part. He did decent.
Okay, the only
That was
reason
the
I'm
one
going to
thing I'm
say
He didn't make the cut this year.
the only reason I'm going to say
Way she
maybe
goes.
is because I was too hammered. I don't
I
fully
was
Sorry,
remember.
Lars.
well,
You'll
you
still
and I
make
are
the money.
fine. I was at that point.
I tell you, people were about to throw hands with him.
Yeah.
So for the last 2 songs, the second night was One and Enter Sandman, and obviously,
Of course.
this is me and him are like the bigger Metallica fans of the group on the
Yeah.
floor. So Paul looked at me and he goes,
Just yeah.
"I got Tay. We'll take care of her. You guys go." He goes,
That's exactly.
He- okay, so he made that exact sound. I looked at Tay. I said, "Are you sure you're good?" She goes, "Yep." I said, okay. So I literally grabbed him,
Yeah.
and he fucking booked it
it.
through a crowd of people. I've
Didn't
never
give a
seen
fuck.
him with determination like
Yeah,
this.
it was very determined.
So many people were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
They're screaming at him.
I had no idea. No idea.
Just fucking like linebacker
idea.
going through the fucking.
Sound like fucking
so funny.
Boomhauer.
Seriously, I was probably.
What, did he go to the
swear.
pit?
Yeah, we were on the floor.
On the
yeah.
floor, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't that far from
Was
the
there a
stage
pit
to begin
going on
with.
somewhere?
Yeah, right next to us.
That's what I'm saying. So he was beelining for the pit.
No, we were beelining for the barrier.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah, we were
hey,
against
hey,
the barrier for the last
yeah,
2
hold on.
songs.
Say, hey, Gibbs or Williams for running back? Gibbs or I want to run back. Gibbs or Williams? 18 seconds. 17.
Marcus Harrison Jr.
I want to run it back.
I would go with who was the other trash?
So Kareem Williams from Rams or Gibbs. Gibbs, that's
But
what I
he's
thought.
always questionable.
No, he's gonna
Mike.
play. He's already gonna play.
That
Sorry,
was
continue.
where we were for the last two songs.
Okay.
That's like not zoomed in.
Now,
That's-
once
that's
you
where we
landed
were.
to your final destination after pissing everybody off, they didn't continue to yell at you while you were...
I know idea.
No, we just ignored them.
I know it. Someone could
I
have
heard
knocked
them.
me
They
out.
did.
Yeah.
They kept yelling. I just didn't
I
care.
hear nothing.
I just didn't
Dude,
care.
someone could whack me in the back of my head. Would have never known.
I'm like, what's the worst that can happen? Someone starts to throw hands, and then fucking Paul, Rob, and Matt all come out of the
Oh
fucking
no, I
woodwork.
would have. I would have bowed up.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I mean, I would have been like
Worst that
rock.
could happen is you get ejected from the
Exactly
ring.
what it been. It fucking
That's
Balboa
exactly
and
what
shit
it
out
would
of
have been. I swear to God, it would have
Now,
been. Like that.
so speaking of now, since obviously we're doing, this is my kind of ham-fisted segue here. As we were, so you're doing some football, you're doing some rankings.
I put the disclaimer
we
in.
were
I'm
gonna pull
listening.
some top fives out of the.
Oh, yeah.
I gotcha.
We're those kinds of dudes. We like doing
Yeah.
lists. I love a list. I like doing a top five.
I got 'em right
Talking
here.
about them shits
Hit.
because we're
All right, go.
We don't have any we got no guests. We got no subject really. We're just shooting the shit. So
No, man.
This is
Season
getting to know the mighty fall.
Season
Yeah.
2, episode 1, baby.
if you don't know,
2.0.
well, now you fucking know.
So the first question that we had for all the band members to answer would be the top. Well, actually, I feel like this is going to be way too long if we do top 5 each. Let's do top 3, okay? This is the
Fair
top
enough.
3 artists influences for each of us. So it's like
That's
the
easy
single,
for me.
Yeah, it's
I
easy
also
for me
put in
too.
parentheses, single person, like a guitarist or vocalist. So like person, you know what I mean? Top 3 person
Yeah.
that was the influence for what you do on guitar.
Okay.
You know,
it's
or you on
Bass.
bass.
That's
and-
I got a
We
couple
did something
there.
similar to this.
Yeah, we did.
in one of the first couple
We
episodes.
did it with the
We did
Traverse guys,
instruments
I
that we
think,
don't
yeah.
play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's not this.
Yeah,
so, that's
so
good.
we'll do we'll do our primary guys then
Okay.
for what we actually like.
I mean,
actually do in the band.
It's gonna be because I can only do vocalists because I'm a vocalist. You know what I mean?
right.
I mean, I could do my
can
first.
only list
yeah.
guitars. You
yeah.
can only list
yeah.
basses.
Mine's pretty easy.
Yeah, well, you
obviously,
better, start
Jason.
thinking.
Yeah, I know. I already know.
Jason Newsted,
Jason
Cliff Burton, and
Newsted.
Rob Trujillo.
What?
No. Is,
Oh, good for you. Metallica's had 3
can I
bass
give?
players.
Can I- With three?
Yeah.
Jason Newsted.
But you have to say why after too.
Oh, I'll definitely tell you
Yeah,
why.
you gotta say why. You gotta
Honestly?
say,
No, I'm thinking-
No,
No,
you gotta
no.
say who. You gotta say
Okay.
Who and why? Who and
and
why?
the band they're
Okay.
in.
Jason Newsted with Metallica.
There you
Well,
go.
in the past.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
David Ellison with Megadeth,
yeah.
and then Mike Starr from Alice in Chains.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, fair.
And
Yeah.
why?
good
So
call.
I mean, I try to take kind of 3 those characteristics. I know I was going to say Cliff Burton. I can't play like him. I wish I could. I'm not going to lie. I feel I could play like.
hot take. Jason was better in Metallica. We've talked about this.
We
stuff.
talked to us. I know. I'm not going to bore it again. Jason, just for the presence. I
Yeah,
try
he's
to
rock solid,
I try
man. That's the
to
thing.
emulate him the best I can.
Yeah.
I always like David Ellison. I've already talked to Jason enough. David Ellison, he's just tight, man. I just seeing
I think
him
it's the
play.
same thing as Jason, to be honest. Like the way
Pretty
that he
much-
plays with like the
yeah.
power, the way he's in the pocket so well.
Exactly.
Big
It's-
player.
Yeah. And just the way that he's just able to just line with Dave Mustaine's parts. I mean, just hearing the isolated tracks, it's like, holy shit. Really, really, I think he's so underrated.
No Rex?
I must say, I'm surprised you didn't say Rex.
So I'm talking like when I first, because I didn't know Pantera until I was in high school.
Sure.
I mean, I'm just saying, well, I'm a huge Alice in Chains fan. I think that's very underrated. I just like Mike Starr's style of just.
Oh, he's great.
Just
Yeah.
how he just fills
great
out the
tone,
spots
good pick
with
player.
everything.
Yeah, I
I
like
mean,
it.
honestly, Rex would be the honorary mention and such from Pantera. But just the way that Mike's,
He's holding it down.
Something and rest in peace for him. I know Mike Inez and stuff, but just hearing just facelift, just
Yeah.
No,
really
Mike Starr, I think,
funky.
was the shining star.
Yeah, I mean, because he was on there in Dirt.
Yeah.
Used some really,
Dude,
I mean,
Wood. I mean, just
them
Wood, there you
bones that
go.
Boom, but you just hear that fucking bass going. I'm like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
that fucking bouncy bass. You love it.
That
So
tone,
I try-
that tone on Wood is
Yeah,
incredible.
so
That's,
good.
It's perfect.
So
Especially
good.
on Wood.
Rooster with the
Ideal.
Just, yes.
Rooster?
Yeah, that's Mike Starr. They're awesome. So I try to pull the best of my
Oh,
ability.
the song The
influences.
Rooster.
The
okay.
song
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
Rooster.
it was like a rooster thing.
A guy
that
named
goes on a
Rooster?
guitar, like,
No,
like, oh, the Rooster Man.
Oh, yeah.
no, the
Oh
song.
man, what's that? What's this thing?
But
like?
my honorary would be Rex Brown from Pantera, just because of just his. I don't know what the fuck he does all those fills
Yeah,
with
yeah.
like
I
with
get
Dimebag
it.
and
Yeah.
such.
Cool
but,
factor,
yeah,
man.
there you
It's
go.
a
That's
good
mine
list.
for right
That's
there.
a good list. I
Yeah.
didn't think that you'd be able because bases is hard. It is. I feel like it's hard.
Sure.
I would probably. I don't know. We don't need to do mine because I'm not a bassist, but you. What's yours?
I mean, like if we're talking some of the early stuff, like I think it's if you've seen this at all, or even the videos and stuff, I think it's probably a lot of it's pretty obvious. Like Jordan Buckley and Andy Williams as a package deal.
Okay, that's great.
Both of those guys as a package deal.
And people
from Every Time I
realize
Die.
that if they've listened to our music.
Where it's the like where Jordan's kind of like the chaotic kind of spazzy stuff, and Andy's the dirt and the groove usually of it. And just like that's such a great like kind of synthesis of stuff that like
They really do.
we try to kind of touch on the same kind of vibe. I mean, if you've again seen us too, Ben from Dillinger, Ben Weinman.
Oh, okay.
I don't play like him. not by a long shot, but just that bringing that chaos to it. The physicality of playing guitar.
I do.
Like the thing about Dillinger is that it's like that thing, the physicality of it. Like you watch them like record, and he'll still like he'll swing his guitar around a little bit when he's tracking just to get a little bit of that extra like skronk or just the force of it. To have like that really come across. The physicality of playing guitar for sure.
No, I feel like you probably do connect with, or if you don't know, you definitely know. Like lead. Who was the guitarist of the Chariot?
He was in Fever. He was in shit. Oh my God, what's his name? Yes, but he's great. I know who you're talking about.
I feel like almost the lead singer of that band was what's his name?
Josh Scogan.
Josh Scogan.
Yeah.
His guitar style, I feel like.
Yeah, it's real skronky, a lot of like loose, like his stuff in '68 is.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
good.
That's all him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and I feel like hearing that is like, wait, he probably had a lot of influence on the guitar in the Chariot.
100%. Yeah, he was probably writing a lot for that band.
Yeah.
But I guess my number 3 it would be, and this is like I still kind of carry this.
Well, you said Dillinger was 3, right?
Dillinger would be my 2. So I think
number one was a package.
The ET guys
Jordan
are a
and Andy
package
was
deal.
one.
Jordan and Andy was a package.
Yeah, that's a package deal, man.
Okay, so we're doing one more. Okay.
And
go ahead. Sorry.
Ben from Dillinger for
Hey,
sure.
They might have needed clarification out there, so I'm glad I said something.
And then number 3 for me is it doesn't necessarily kind of like happen a lot in our band, although maybe it kind of does. Is Adam Jones from Tool? Was like
okay.
So
nice.
I like it.
Because he basically
Throwback.
like is such a minimalist player. Like he'll do so much with just a couple of notes or a couple of chords.
It sounds so beautiful.
And make it work with like do a lot with.
Does
even
he play
just
guitar
his,
in a Perfect Circle too, or no?
No, you're thinking of Maynard singing in both.
No,
bands.
but the bald
No,
guy.
I know that.
But,
But I was wondering if there was any other.
Yeah,
Tool
no other
members in that
Tool.
band. I never even.
Overlap.
The guitar for a Perfect Circle
I
is
fucking
awesome.
love
He's
a Perfect
really
Circle.
good. Yeah.
But
He's
yeah.
a bald guy. I forgot his
I
name,
learned to
yeah.
play guitar learning Tool songs. I was learning to play Tool songs before I understood how to play like off-time weird stuff. So I thought guitar was so much harder than it is. I was in so far over my head.
I remember just getting
trying to
into
learn
Tool
Tool
as a kid,
songs
yeah.
at like 4 months of playing guitar and just being like, what the fuck? This was such a mistake. What am I doing? Doing a lot with his picking dynamics of like loud to quiet with just like playing the same part but playing it really soft versus playing it really hard. Like
I was
that
probably
stuff.
like 9 or 10 when I got into Tool.
Oh my god, they're so good. I
Like
feel
literally
like
one of the first bands that I was like, yo.
oh yeah, that
Somebody
band
showed 'em to
blew
me, and
my
I was like, this
fucking
is-
mind, man.
This is different. It was like 5 tracks on a CD, and I was like, yo.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, my guitar teacher
This is
when I was like
different.
12 was a kind of a hasher and he was like so really into like Tool and Incubus
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So
It's
he got me
weird,
into
though.
that stuff.
Looking back at it now, and at the time being like, wow, this is like the most far out there stuff we got right now.
It's kind of tame
now
by
you
comparison.
look back at it, and you're like, everybody kind of craps on Tool, shits on Tool.
I don't know why.
That's
There's
weird. I
so
never
many-
understood that either.
I
There's a lot of
don't
people
love
that
them.
do. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I
Well, maybe you could
There's a
shed
lot
some light
there's
on
a lot of
what
filler on
there
their
is to
records.
hate about them.
I'll be the first to tell you there's a ton of filler on a lot of their records. But
Well,
like,
yeah, but it's just
but the
there's
stuff that's-
artistry right
yeah,
there. That's-
it's all
you know,
intentional. It's sometimes some of it's a little. It's a bit, a bit like hoity-toity
It's so in
for
depth,
me.
and like the
but,
drumming is one thing. Do you know anything about the drumming?
Oh yeah, I think Danny Carey is one of the
Math-
best
Math-
drummers
one
on
of the
the
best
planet.
ever, yeah.
all the
Yeah,
auxiliary
incredible.
percussion and
I
all
don't
the
know how
extra
you
shit
can
that
at
he
least
does.
be a small fan of Tool.
It's not that I don't like them at all. I don't love them as much as I guess you guys.
Yeah.
I was.
What don't you love?
I think. I'm trying to. I don't know how to articulate what I want to say.
It's okay. Take your time.
I don't know. I think that the songs have a cool vibe to them, but I think it's hard to appreciate that vibe in a normal setting. Like I feel like kind of like the same way with like Pink Floyd, right? Like I feel like Tool is like our generation's Pink Floyd in a sense where it's like
very much, yeah.
You know, the
yeah.
songs are like really kind of trippy and druggy essentially. You know what I mean? Like it's you have to kind of be under an influence to like really feel
Who are you
the
comparing
songs.
them to? I'm
Pink
sorry?
Floyd.
Oh.
I think
I would say that they're the
in
Pink
some
Floyd of our
ways
time.
that's
I guess you could
the psychedelic
definitely-
aspect
Yeah,
of it
sure.
and the-
I'll
Psychedelic,
allow
like
it.
the
yeah, they like
the
lasers.
yeah, like the psychedelic vibe, like just like
Yeah.
the songs that are like overstaying their welcome almost too much.
Metallica's done that before too.
Oh, Metallica does that a lot.
I
So
will-
does
Sometimes
Slayer,
it's
but-
good to just be zoning out to the
Yeah.
song that goes too long.
a little
See,
you know what I
that's-
mean?
yeah, a
So
little
you
trance,
go into
like-
like a
Yeah, but see,
trance.
that-
You know
that-
what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
having those kind of like, and
Yeah.
now you'll probably maybe you'll notice it as some of like the stuff that I like to do is like those kind of like circular as what Wes described as circular guitar.
Oh,
riffs,
yeah.
where they kind of like they just sort of loop back on each other and don't necessarily always have a stop or like things that are off time on their own. So without drums, like when I would show you things before we truly understood each other, and you would go, "This makes no sense in a vacuum." If you just play the guitar, part.
Oh,
like, what the
yeah,
hell?
yeah.
Like, what is that? Like, no, listen, wait. If you no, it makes sense.
I
promise
felt
it
that
makes
way about
sense.
Hostage. I think
Yeah.
that the like the one of the mosh riffs of
Yeah,
Hostage.
but you know what though? Honestly, as I'm getting older, I am finding like as much as I do love, I still love Tool. I think that they're still great, but A Perfect Circle, I think, has aged more like gracefully to me in a way, like in just
For what I
having
know, I agree.
where it's a little bit more about like having a song in there. It's still got some progressive, particularly with like the 13th Step, that second album and everything.
Great
like,
album. Awesome.
brilliant album. Still a little bit progressive. It's still got some stuff where it's like heady, but it's a little more song focused, and there are just such like lush, like gorgeous like songs on those first two albums. Like, dude, Three Libras is like one of the most beautiful songs in the fucking world.
I think if I listen
Yeah,
to them,
of
I might
course.
maybe I'll enjoy them because they're like that like no fat version of Tool. I guess.
Sure, yeah.
But like I mean, I'll appreciate all day. Like Adam Jones is incredible, Danny Carey's incredible. I don't love Maynard's voice. It's
yes,
not bad,
there it
but
is.
I don't love
We're
it.
getting to the. It's a Maynard thing.
Maybe it's a
Yeah, I
singer
don't
thing
love
for
it.
you.
It's
It's,
a Maynard
it's
thing.
fine.
It's like the
not
Dave Mustaine voice of Megadeth. You
Yeah,
love or
I
hate
don't
it.
think
Yeah, I
Maynard's-
can't say I'm that into Megadeth personally.
I
I
do
had
not
my
like.
least
I do
favorite
not like
before.
Megadeth.
We got to get to your artist. Bro.
Oh, yeah.
we got to
So-
get
Yeah,
to your
anyway,
top
that's-
three.
yeah.
And
That was my three,
Hey,
so.
listen, can I say that Sinister Gates and Zach Vengeance is a pair for you?
I was
Oh,
gonna
100%.
say,
Yeah. That would, yeah. Oh, I'm going to surprise absolutely
we're
nobody.
loopholing.
Sorry,
on
yeah.
a couple of those.
Spoiler.
No, it's okay.
alert.
I'm going to surprise absolutely nobody. So,
Let's hear it.
number one for me is Billy Joe from Green Day.
Oh, that's why you're a big Green Day
Word.
guy.
Yeah, that I mean, obviously he's not sitting there fucking shredding. He's not, one of the best guitar players in the world. But for me, when I was
He plays
11
some
years
classic
old,
riffs is what he does.
Yeah.
I was sitting there at 11 years old, and just seeing the power that he played with, and just like how into what he was playing that he was. Like he was really believing what he did, and I love that about. And I think that the whole band's
You like his
that.
confidence.
Yeah, the confidence and just like the ability to play something so simple and write songs that are so simple, but they're so strong at the same time.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
So that one's maybe a little more like formative than like having a direct influence on what you actually like to.
Oh, yeah.
like how you actually.
Yeah.
play.
He's number
100%.
one, bro. This is number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, he's number one.
This is number one pick.
And
That's important.
I mean,
Yeah.
Mike Dirnt is my number one influence of all time.
well, then that's number one.
Well, he's a bass player.
You guys. Oh,
We go
okay.
guitar.
I'm
Yeah, he's a
sorry.
bass
I'm
player.
sorry. I don't know.
Mike Dirnt is the reason why I'm a musician, period.
Okay,
But Billy Joe is the reason why I swapped to guitar.
got it.
And then Sid and Zachy, of course.
That's number
would
two.
be number
That's
two.
number two. Sid and Zachy Vengeance.
Yep, I mean,
From Event Sevenfold.
they're. I don't even think you have to say that. I mean, they're.
Hey.
They're such a.
Sinister Gates. Zachy Vengeance.
My boys, they are. As far as now, play style and everything.
Excuse
that's
me.
where it kicks in. Is with them. Obviously, like, I can't shred like Sin can. That kind of stuff was like never really in my niche for playing.
You can. You just got to believe.
Well, yes, but
That's all I know.
but the riff style, the songwriting style, like that was very important to me as a player now.
Yeah.
And not,
Well,
not
you're
so
just
much
talking
for me.
about you're going to be starting an Avenged Sevenfold cover band.
Not
You
starting,
heard it
but
here
joining.
first on the Mighty Fall podcast.
Not starting, but joining.
Spoilers.
I had my own years ago, And unfortunately, it's not with any of those guys.
All right.
I wish it was. But
Side question before we move on, okay? What is the only one song that you're looking forward to playing with that band? The number one.
Turn the Other Way.
Okay, moving on.
When I was in my other events,
know it either.
Don't know it either.
it's
Deep
it's
track,
the first
huh?
record.
Oh.
That's why, because
Okay.
when I was in my other events,
Do you
that
know
were
it's
years ago,
confirmed you're playing that? Can we
Yes.
spoil that? Right
Yeah, no,
here
that's
on the
confirmed.
source?
More spoilers.
No, not
That's
the source.
confirmed.
The Money podcast.
no, that one-
Autopilot kicked in there.
we're still moving some stuff around, but that song is locked in. And
it.
my old tribute band to them never did anything off the first record. It was just Waking the Fallen forward. So to play something off the first record, I think is gonna be really fun.
Got it.
So I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for you.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good time.
I can tell.
Who's your third?
The third, this is a tough.
This is a curious one
This
for me.
is a toss up between two people for different reasons. One is Ray Toro from MyChem, and
oh yeah.
the other is Adrian Smith from Iron
You're
Maiden.
just picking four now. You're basically
Well, that's
picking
what I'm saying.
five.
It's a toss-up.
Like,
A
you're
little
really,
honorable mention there.
You're really
Yeah.
like
Okay.
I was
No,
cool.
but I
With,
don't
I
know.
was cool with the double, but like now we're
well, the
getting
honorable
into-
mention is okay.
Yeah, like
Well,
we
the
said
reason why-
three here,
I skipped
bud.
all my
Yeah.
100 honorable
Who's
mentions.
number
so-
three? That's what
Well, that's
we're
what I'm saying.
wondering. Okay.
They're kind of like on the same level. So like one of it could swap out either way. So
No, we can't. You have to
I
pick
would-
a third.
I guess ultimately I'd probably say Ray Toro just because
Okay.
I
Now we're being honest.
would definitely obviously followed MyChem religiously.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, them.
Big Mike M fan.
Oh yeah, them.
He is, yeah.
I like them. They're
I got-
pleasant to me. It's just not anything I'm diehard about.
I was in that era of like the big four of like the pop punk emo scene where it was like them, Green Day, MyChem, Fall Out Boy, Panic, Blink, like all that stuff. I was
Yeah.
in my like rock transition, at that point.
Yeah.
So I
I
remember.
remember Dude Ranch. That was a sick album.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking great record. But
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, I knew them a little bit before this, but when I was younger, I bought American Idiot
Yep.
and Black Parade on the same day.
Going good.
And
show you at the end.
like the Black Parade was like a life-changing record for me, as was American Idiot.
See,
but-
I'm gonna be real with you, okay? Like, I liked My Chemical Romance. When the Black Parade came out, for some reason, I was kind of turned off by it. And then now later, when I look back at it, I really like those songs. But at the time, what year was it? What year was-
2005.
Okay, in
yeah.
2005,
Jesus
I was
Christ.
first year of college, and I was like, I remember them coming out with that song and seeing the video and shit, and being like, I don't know why, and shoot me down where I stand. I was just like, they're doing too much.
And that was,
I'm
and
not,
that's what it
I'm
was.
not a fan either.
No,
That's what I was thinking. I was like, they're just
not for
doing
me.
too much.
It's not
No, I
for
liked
me.
what they were
Well,
doing. Like,
there's
what
so
is
much
this?
guitar candy
and
and
now I
stuff.
like the song.
It's
But
some of it is like I will say it's objectively like some of it is cool. It's just like not for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not doing that thing where I'm just like it's just like I fucking
No,
hate it,
you know
hate
what,
it, hate
though?
it.
Coming
but like,
from-
it's not for me.
Coming from following them for so long and like knowing the Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge record the way that I do, and then seeing that transition from that to Black Parade, like Three Cheers definitely still had like their punk roots to it. It was a more driving record. The songs hit a bit harder.
yeah,
Whereas with Black Parade, they tried to be a bit more dramatic. They tried to tell more of a story.
Well, it was a
It was a concept.
The
record,
concept,
yeah.
yeah.
But they tried to kind of tie everything together. So they had the image, the story, the music. They kind of tried to bring it all together. So from that transition, I could see why a lot of people would feel that way. But again, I came in right in the in between, like right before Black Parade came out, but they were still kind of in that Three Cheers road.
yeah.
And like I said, Ray and I mean even Frank Iero too. Like as a guitar pair, they were awesome. Frank's with his energy on stage and everything. Like he's the reason why I kick Zach in the balls every
Stage
time we play.
presence wise.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was jumping off the drum set and like breaking shit.
I love
and
that shit.
I love
I
it.
always had to wonder. That's a scary thing to do, jump off a drummer's drum set. You gotta ask permission before. I always do. I'm like, hey,
I used to-
listen,
I used
if
to do it. I don't anymore
jump
'cause
off
I know
your
he
drum
doesn't
set,
like it.
How mad will you be?
I know I'm
you what
pretty
I mean?
mad.
Like, I won't just do it. Like I'll ask. I'm like, hey man, so like, is that cool or not? It's not okay. Sorry.
That's
I
why
know
I
that-
stopped because I know he doesn't like it.
I know that I'm too big for that shit, so like I won't do it for
I'll
that
find
purpose.
something
that
else
reason.
to jump off.
But
of.
like that stuff was like super important, and
Yeah.
like I said, the Adrian from Iron Maiden is such a close second
honorable
to
mention.
Ray. Yeah,
Our honorable mention.
yeah, he'd be the
I
honorable
get it.
mention, and then
Yeah.
Fucking title.
and Dime way later, but that
sure,
was
sure.
way Pantera was way later for me.
Yeah.
I think I had Iron Maiden before I had Metallica.
Yeah. So what's funny about the Pantera stuff? I only found them out. You know what's? I think I told you this. I found Down first before I found
Really?
Pantera. Yeah.
Oh,
It was
shit.
old YouTube, and someone put up like a video of like
Yeah.
Down. Like, hey, it looks like Phil Anselmo from Pantera. Who's this Pantera people? You know.
Yeah.
And the first song ever was Mouth of War.
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah.
even Cowboy Smell. Was that? And then that was the whole sucking from there.
Fucking love Down,
Yeah.
man. Honestly, that's
All right,
just
Mike.
like what a record.
I want to hear this one.
So
This
let
will be
me put. Let me.
interesting.
I'm,
mean,
I'm gonna
it's
jump.
so
I think I think I know. I think I know.
I'm gonna jump
so
in on.
predictable.
I'm gonna jump in
like-
on mine now because I know Caleb's on there.
Yeah. So yeah.
Fred
sure.
Durst.
Yeah. So okay. Why don't you say the third one?
It's the same.
So, number one for me is Fred Durst, and that's for
Break stuff.
That's for a performance and
Yeah,
stage
showmanship.
presence
Yeah.
and showmanship
I agree with that.
standpoint. I don't necessarily sound like him, but it's more of his swagger, his attitude on stage, the way he commands the crowd. And that comes back to, I feel like all of us, and we don't even realize it sometimes when we're on stage, the inner child in us comes out.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
when
hell yeah, absolutely.
when my inner child comes out, it comes out as Fred Durst. Because when I was a kid, I was literally in my underwear fucking
Yeah.
practicing my moves as
yeah.
as him. I was practicing being a frontman. Yeah. I wanted,
Hell yeah.
I wanted to be Fred Durst. I had the hat,
yeah.
you know, everything. Like I was
In
yeah.
1999, I mean, like,
When
you know,
Nookie came out, it was crazy, man. It was crazy.
I just realized I'm the only one with my hat backwards right now. I feel self-conscious.
yeah, I don't do that, man. I don't do that.
I don't do it.
I don't do that.
Got the hair
sorry.
up. If I put the hair down,
I only do
I'm
that in
balding.
Barbarian sometimes. I put
You'll
my
know.
hair backward.
Right now, you'll know.
I'm
Yeah.
just representing Pantera because somebody has to do it at the
Yeah, I guess
on the
I
podcast
guess
at all times.
so. I guess
sure it
so.
was dirty. So.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, that's the thing is like, you know, like them or not or whatever, and obviously, you know, there's been you know, much to do about Limp Bizkit in like the Woodstock documentaries and all that shit, but like, you know, great showman.
I want
Say what you want about him, but
I want to be a vocalist that does things on
Yeah.
stage, that like does interesting
fucking
things,
stand
things you
there,
haven't
yeah.
seen before. I want to ride a raft across the fans like he did.
Man.
You know what I mean? Like I want to do some crazy
Or the
stuff
hamster
on
ball like,
stage.
like Jeremy from
and it's
Gator
And I
Number.
get that because I've watched him and others like him do it so well.
You know what's funny? I've only just when you just said that, I don't think I've ever. I think because we're so locked in. I can say for the three of us. So I know our poor drummer's stuck behind the kit. But I feel like I feel like I always hit you every time when I play. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't remember.
I don't.
I get him every
feel
time.
anything
Do you?
on stage,
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I ripped
okay.
his jacket at the Palladium.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get him every
So-
time.
I've never complained
Yeah,
once.
I never watched you. Maybe I'll do that next time.
Barbarian's
I'll actually
worse.
kind of watch
They
him
hit
and
me
see
and
what he
spill
does.
beer on me and shit.
That may have been me. That was
no,
probably me.
we just spilled the drinks on the floor.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
So it was Fred.
who's your number two?
Oh, my number two. Okay, so number two on my list would be Caleb Shomo from Beartooth.
Also a
And-
great showman.
Yeah, that's
Also
because,
of Attack. That was my.
yeah,
Yes.
that's
That's right,
that's
yeah.
because the newer Mike really connects with him as a vocalist, and I feel like every song he writes gives me that feeling. I love every song that they come out with, and then on top of that, it always feels like something I would have wrote. You know what I mean? Even the way he sings and the things he does, I'm like, fuck. Like, and a lot of people will tell me that, you know, I have a little bit of his stage presence, and I feel like you mix that with Fred Durst, and boom, there you go. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You know,
And he's a
it's-
sincere dude too. That's the
Yeah.
thing is, it's like it's everything with him. Whether you know, because it's not all. I don't.
they're selling
I
out
don't
big venues now.
love
It's
all the
crazy.
music, but the rawness of like his any given performance is whether it's on record or
I feel
otherwise.
like he's made that band bigger than
Very
Attack
au-
Attack
yeah.
was.
Very
God, yeah.
authentic.
100%. Oh, yeah.
I think they've surpassed. by
And what's
now,
fun
yeah.
about that, because Caleb was only like a teenager when he was in Attack Attack, so I felt like we
Yeah.
watched him
And I
growing up.
hated that
You
Attack
probably
Attack
did,
record,
yeah.
too.
He's-
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
not a
fun
fan
to
of
see
that
him
record.
grow
Doing
up,
well.
just
He's
being a
doing
little
well.
keyboard, little emo with the little
yeah.
whatever you call that hair thing to
Yeah, and Bill
what
Murray,
he is now. Yeah.
you know, Johnny Frank was the lead
Yep.
singer, and well, he was.
Oh,
on
that's
it.
right.
You know, I'll openly admit, like I didn't like Beartooth. You know,
Yeah.
and when
No,
we,
Aggressive was good. I love
when
that's
we
a great album.
finally
It's all good.
when we all settled on doing the lines cover, you know, I listened to him and it was fine. I was like, all right, I can get it. And I listened to the new record that you sent me, or the newer one, I think, whatever one that you sent me.
Oh yeah, did you end up? I never. Did
Yeah, we
follow
never
up?
actually talked about that. You know, I listened to that, And every now and again, stuff for, like Body Bag will come on and stuff like that, like random shit on shuffle. And
But what did you think about the album I sent?
I liked it.
Did you listen to the whole thing, or did
Yes.
you give up?
No, I did. I listened to the
Did
whole
you
thing.
listen to the last riff and everything?
Oh yeah. Everything.
Oh, hell
yeah, listen
yeah.
to the whole thing.
I like the last riff.
Even like the bonus shit that there was
Yeah.
the song had like the
They
alternate
do
version.
things. You notice that they do things in their music that I'm like, okay, cool, that's different. Okay, cool, that's
Yeah.
weird. You know what I mean? I like that shit. I don't like to listen to the same. Like that's why I love hardcore, and I get in my moods and I want to listen to some hardcore, but there's no character to it a lot of the time. It's always the same mood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like Beartooth puts me into some moods that I didn't even know I was going to be in. You
Yeah,
know
they
what
can
I
definitely
mean?
move you around.
Yeah.
And listening to them now, older, I mean, I kind of gave up on them back in 2016, maybe. I saw them open for Atreyu on their reunion tour at Paradise Rock Club.
Yeah, man.
And
I
I just
hosted
wasn't
them.
into it.
Yeah.
But when we started doing, we did the Lines cover, and I listened to that record, and I listened to the record that you gave me. I don't remember what the name of it is, but it made you make more sense. Like when I heard the vocals and the way that he projects his voice and the way that he can move from like the singing to the screaming to kind of fluctuating in between on that line, it made your style make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Not that it was like blurred for me at
There
all,
you
but
go.
like
That's why he's number 2.
it definitely made
So you can
Your
see
delivery,
it. Can
yeah.
you see the Fred Durst?
performance wise, yeah. Music
Boom, you can
like
see both
yeah,
so far.
vocally
yeah,
no,
yeah,
but
yeah,
the performance stage wise, yeah, absolutely.
Number 3, I want to do. You guys got 2, so I'm going to put 2 as 1.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do Drew from Stray from the Path
Oh,
and Keith Buckley from Every Time I Die.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Okay. And
That's
okay,
fair.
and my when I go to that style, because you have those 2 guys that are like, okay, one's Fred Durst, one's Caleb doing his own thing. Then you have these 2 vocalists that are very much alike but different, Drew and Keith, and this is where that side of me comes out. Those 2 together, really, I'd say for sure, and that's. The why is because that's this band especially. It didn't really come out in full force until I started in this band, because this is a heavier band than Barbarian, and it brought out the Drew and mostly the Keith Buckley in me. I feel like
Every Time I Die, I didn't really listen to too much until I got in this band and I met Nick.
Go fair.
And he
As
kind of
shoved it-
force fucked them down my throat.
Exactly.
But which was fine.
but we went to go see them.
We did. We went to go see them at
Oh,
Warped
how
Tour.
was that?
We went to go see them at the last
was
Warped Tour.
that?
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was great.
Awesome. It was great.
great.
Yeah, awesome.
I
Yeah.
was
How
more,
did you not become a fan then?
I did.
You
you did, okay.
I came out of the pit.
Oh, I thought
and
we were going the
and he
angle that
goes-
you're not a fan
he
of.
goes,
No.
Oh, I get you more now.
Yeah, same thing with Caleb and you.
What
Like,
about the Chariot? Do you know the Chariot?
I do. I never saw
You
them.
gotta understand the Chariot too. There's
I,
all YouTube videos where they're playing on roofs and stuff.
Oh, I've seen like live clips and stuff.
yeah,
They were
it's
nuts.
crazy. Yeah,
But again, the last I listened to
that's
them,
what I'm into. I'm into that. Shit,
Bring
you
that
know
kind
what
of
I mean?
energy, or
Yeah, or don't come. at
come
all.
fucking correct, or
Yeah.
not at all.
But the
brother.
last I listened to them, I wasn't into the style, so I didn't really care for them either. I'd have to revisit them now. But with Every Time I Die, like I didn't really understand the style at the time. A buddy of mine was really big into them. I didn't really care too much for it. When we saw them live, I was more into Andy than anything. I didn't really care much for. I mean, not that I didn't
great.
care much for Jordan, but like
Yeah.
Andy was like I was like locked in
Yeah.
to him.
Andy's like Andy's the groove and the guts.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Mr. Butcherman,
Yeah.
and so after we saw them, I kind of took a little bit more of a deep dive with them, and I think Keith is just one of the best lyricists out there right now. I think he's incredible.
Yeah.
and I will die on this hill. I think Many Eyes is the best of the bands that we got from their split. I think Many Eyes is better than Better Lovers.
see you
I
in
think
a
so
few
too.
weeks.
I know that.
I like them both. I like
Okay,
them both.
is
But,
it
just- I
even
don't
for
like-
you? Is
but
it
as
even?
that's the thing is like I feel like musically, Better Lovers is ringing my bell way more. But
Ringing your bell. I
but
love that.
old guy
Old.
stuff
Ringing his
there.
bell.
But I do think but Many Eyes, especially like the vibier stuff, like Future Proof and all that, where it's because it sounds like Failure, and it's like 90s shit, and I like that a
You
lot.
can just tell that Keith is now free. He feels free
I think he needed to get Revelation out too. Like you can tell that song is like angry. Like that is like
Yeah,
he's looking at Jordan
you
with
didn't
those
hear
lyrics.
much more. That was like the explanation. That was
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
He was looking at Jordan when he wrote
I was
that.
saying,
100%.
I'm in love, I'm in love. I think he was just like had going through a time. He was getting a divorce or something. So
Yeah.
he's like
Yeah,
in
something
love.
like that.
That's
Yeah.
a feeling right there. Like I'm in love. Like you don't understand.
He
like,
was
what-
talking a little bit about, I think, in a couple of interviews and stuff about that song, like really being directly about like sobriety and being like,
Yeah.
where it's like, it's more than anything. It was like about getting clean and
Yeah.
all that, which is like
having patience.
definitely
with him,
interesting.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
a little patience. With
But
him,
I think that the lyrics for that song, and I'm sure that there are a bunch of Ethan ones that are better too, but I think that the lyrics for that song and the lyrics for Future Proof, like they just show his skill to kind of do like that one-liner thing that we talk about, where it's
Yeah.
like he can just make 4 separate sentences that are unrelated into a paragraph that perfectly makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's I think that's an
I
incredible
like
skill.
artists that can say less and that means more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that he's one of those guys that can say something. He can like repeat something like Chariot as well.
Oh,
Chariot
yeah.
will just say the same thing.
Yes.
Over and over
Dude,
and over. And it's
disappointed
amazing
I know
every
you are.
time they
Disappointed
say it.
It's
I
like
know
that,
you
the
are.
killing
Like,
in the name
yeah,
of
yeah.
thing.
brother,
Yeah.
right here, man. Absolutely, 100%.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
You know, I gotta say, you know who I'm surprised that you didn't have on your list?
Who?
Wayne Static.
Okay, well, you know what? That's the other thing too. Is I mean, if we were going like top, if we were talking all fucking day about it, 100%. But yeah, Wayne Static actually was like one of the first guys that made me go like, oh, playing guitar looks cool, because he had that like tread plate like ESP Explorer.
Yeah.
And he was just like,
The
some of those
hair and
songs are just
shit.
like fucking 2 chords, and he made it look really cool. I was a huge Static X fan when I first started playing guitar.
Yeah.
Yo, should we hit the top 3 favorite bands? We got time, or what? Do we
Yeah.
I mean, we could just skip over me because mine go in line with.
No,
was
we
gonna
don't have
say,
to,
go-
no, we don't have to say why. Even just we just
Yeah.
each list our top 3 favorite bands.
Yeah.
Easy.
Mine go in line.
All timers.
Yeah, I mean, mine go in line
All
with
time.
my.
What's
my
your fucking Mount Rushmore?
well, if it's Mount Rushmore, it's got to be 4. So
Is it-
Green
yeah.
Day
Okay, so we're
Avenged.
doing
Yeah, fuck
Mount
it.
Rushmore.
Fuck
okay.
it. Yeah.
So Green Day, Avenged, My Chem, and Alisana.
You're up.
for top 4.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Woof.
Alisana. That's
The Emptiness is a record that
bold one. Right
if
there.
if The Emptiness never came out, I would be 100% completely different musician. 100%. That record is flawless front to
I
back.
used to listen to that album every day on the train going to Boston for work, and I used to love that album. It put me in a weird mood, though.
Oh yeah,
Weird mood.
it makes you like a happy aggressive. It's fucking weird.
Yeah,
I did.
It's
That's
like-
not the first record
no,
I heard
it's like
from
a
them.
happy depressed.
Yeah,
It's like you can tell he's got an upbeatness to him in the album, but there's like this like longing feeling to like the
Yeah.
whole thing that you feel like empty, the emptiness. You feel the emptiness, like you do. So you're up.
For okay, that's easy enough. Yeah, Pantera, 9 Inch Nails,
Just say 9 Inch. Yeah.
for sure.
See, we're learning about each other. This is
Yeah,
great.
I fucking,
this is for
I
us.
didn't
yeah.
think 9 Inch Nails was
I
coming out of
fucking
your mouth.
yeah, I know. It makes no. It's so funny when
That's amazing.
the
Trent
band that
Reznor,
we're
awesome.
in,
Yeah.
and I say that to people like, yeah, 9 Inch Nails is my favorite band, and people are like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Wait, we should do Zach's too. We
Yeah.
should do Zach.
Yeah, I must say we just kind of completely blew over Zach. if you wanna
Pantera,
come
9
on
Inch
over.
Nails. Every Time I
I knew
Die,
that he wouldn't want to. That's why.
Incubus.
Yeah, you're big into
I will
this
say
stuff,
Incubus. If we're just going 4, because some of those could shift around on any
Yeah.
given day, but yeah, Incubus. I fucking love Incubus.
The only one I can confirm for Caruso for sure is Lamb of God and Chris
Yeah.
Adler. That's the only one I can confirm
Yeah.
for sure. I don't know who the rest of them would be.
Coheed?
Maybe
Are you big Coheed fan? No?
John from System. I think that would fit pretty good.
for influences.
Yeah, John DeMayan I think would be a good one. But those are the
That
only
actually would be a good
Those
one.
are the only
Honestly,
two I think I
for
can
runner up for me on vocals is Coheed and Cambria. I know because
fucking
I
love
don't
Coheed.
sound like him, but like he taught me and singing like a lot of Coheed because we'll get to that. But
Yeah.
basically his pronunciation. He is the master of
Interesting,
pronunciation.
yeah.
and like pronouncing words and stuff like that. He's the
Bizarrely.
master.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
very articulate.
And
yeah.
and,
not-
and his
it's
lyrics
not
are
easy.
nonsense, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, yes, brother, preach
No,
it.
his
Like,
lyrics connected to a story. You
Yeah.
know what
They
I
connect
mean?
to the
Like,
context.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
some of it is just like it almost looks like English as a second language,
True.
like gibberish.
Yeah.
But like also, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it so much.
Did
Seeing
you
them,
do your top 3?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was Incubus, 9 Inch Nails,
I-
Pantera. was the last
No. Okay, so no, I thought
say-
it was 3. I
yeah.
thought it was
Time I
top
Die?
3.
Yeah.
It was 3.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3.
Or
Mount Rushmore is
Rushmore's 4.
Mount
yeah.
Rushmore is 4.
Yeah.
See, I didn't catch that, so I'm
Yeah.
glad I did. But continue. What were you saying?
Yeah, that's. Well, I don't know. What was I saying?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
All right,
I
well,
rudely
that's all right.
interrupted.
Well, if
like-
that's the case, it's over. Zach, go ahead.
I've lost the plot completely.
Mine's are pretty straightforward.
Metallica,
So,
Megadeth, Slayer, and Anthrax?
No. Metallica, Slayer, Alice in Chains, and Killswitch Engage. Killswitch is the reason why I'm playing.
I can see
They are
that.
the.
I
They,
can see
for,
that's a-
for
that's a
some
Zach
reason,
answer right
no,
there.
because when I saw.
We're not doing reasons why. No. Just
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead.
No,
Go
but for the
ahead.
Killswitch part, for some reason, I can't put it down. I was like, I could be on stage.
Yeah.
For some reason, just watching
Yeah.
them, I'm like, I could be on stage.
Well, 'cause Mike
they're
D-
the
Mike
reasons
D is
why.
such
I
a
don't know why.
simple
It's
player.
exactly why.
This is just personal, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
This
oh,
is
it
like
is.
you're top for you're not thinking about the bands you're in. You're just
No,
going. Listen
no,
to
yeah.
what
no,
you
seriously,
want
it's
to
personal. Oh, yeah,
Love
no,
Killswitch.
yeah.
Love
Yeah.
Killswitch.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
I grew up on Killswitch.
Yeah, no, it's still I still fight with everyone. Why We're Just Breathing is still their best record they've ever done.
You know who's,
I know ever since
know
I had a
who's
heartache,
good, but no one will ever admit it. I don't know how you feel about, but Disturbed back in the day,
Oh, they were
when
strong.
they first
Early
came out
Disturbed
and
was
shit, and,
awesome.
like those first albums, and like the feeling of
The
Disturbed
Sickness,
back.
fuck yeah.
Loved them when I was a kid. I don't feel like it's aged very well.
The
Go
old stuff
listen
does.
to those
The
first
old
albums.
stuff's
all right.
I
Oh,
did.
I-
and
I think
recently,
10,000 Fists is
I think
a
it
killer
is-
record no matter
I
what.
think it's
That's a good one.
It's dated in a way that's like a bit awkward for me.
I can
your,
respect
your
it.
mileage may vary.
I can
that,
respect it. I
but
can respect it.
I was like on a long drive recently. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just like throw on these first couple records and see if they have like aged.
Okay, so you
well.
did it.
And
I said it, and you were like, "Yep, I did it." Receipts right here.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
But you know what? I think
Just
I feel
recently.
Like I feel like it falls into that weird category where it's like
But that was my shit when I was like 13.
it's almost like
Sure.
Blink-182 being
I
in their
remember
40s,
playing
like talking
football,
about
and that
fucking
was
your
what
mom.
we worked out to.
You know what I mean? Like it's just like a
That
weird.
was like the album to work out to back
Yeah,
in the day.
yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah, I think Disturbed was very strong.
Yeah, I think it's my turn, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it
Hit
is.
Okay, so my number one band is. Who do you guys think my number one band is?
Coheed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Coheed. Love Coheed.
My number one band is definitely Coheed and Cambria through and through, 100%.
Claudio's hair would take up a lot of space on that wall.
Lot of space.
on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's like my all-time. That's like
Yeah.
literally like.
What a
I
fucking
don't care
awesome
about
band.
like Led Zeppelin, which is like huge. and,
Hell
like,
yeah,
Pink
that's
Floyd.
awesome.
I love
I
all
like
those
that.
bands, but
Awesome.
like Coheed is just that band.
I'm a couple
man. It's
records
just that
behind
band.
on them.
Who?
On Coheed.
Listen to the Vaxxus album, the
Is it-
latest
is it
one,
really
or
sick?
the one before it. Oh my god, dude, it's so good. It's like everything. They scared me a little bit because they went. It's like that band took like a weird turn at one point with the Black Rainbow and the album that wasn't part
I
of the
thought that
story
album
and
was
stuff.
kind. I thought that album was
Listen,
pretty good.
I wasn't a fan of
listen,
Ascension to Dissension.
for me, as a huge fan since they started before when they were Shibuti, everything,
Yeah.
like back in the day, I've been a fan of that band through the history of that band. And like when they were coming out with those albums, it was a feeling of I like this, but I'm scared that this is what it's gonna be like
sure.
from now on. And they bounced back after that, and they just put out the last two albums are like
Black
okay,
Rainbow
this
is
what
a huge
2024
outlier in that catalog.
What is it?
Black Rainbow is a huge outlier in that catalog. To be fair,
It
you're
is.
absolutely
it's
right.
like an outer space feeling, like you're floating
Yeah.
in air, kind of.
It's like kind of an industrial production. It's like
That puts me in a depressing mood.
It's a
that
kind of a
album.
bummer record.
It is a bummer
yeah.
record.
You know what? Though, like I said, I wasn't a huge fan of Ascension and Dissension. I didn't love them.
Oh, I fucking
They were
love
okay.
them.
I liked them.
They were okay, but I didn't love them. That was the
Well,
last
that's
time
what
I
I'm
was
saying.
really into them.
That's when they were like when they came. Here's why I like that. Okay, you're asking me all the good questions.
See,
Yeah.
Well, not
Before you
really
even-
asking me, but you're bringing.
I wanna
up
talk
the
about
right
Coheed.
topic.
Hang on, before you even say this, because I feel
Yeah.
like this is the flip to the Avenged, the Life is But a Dream stage thing.
Okay.
That we just had the conversation earlier. I feel like this is like the flip to that
Okay.
of explaining the Coheed. So go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Ascension and Dissension albums were important because they signified them coming back and being like, "Oh, just kidding! Like we're gonna write music like we used to." You know what I mean? Like we're gonna still have songs that have the solos and the weird endings and the this and that. Like you know what I mean? Like they came
Yeah.
back and they wrote bangers. Like
Oh, there are some great
Bangers,
songs
dude.
on it. Dude, Vic the
That-
Butcher,
yeah,
my God,
yeah.
what a song.
Yeah, there's literally
great record.
So basically, you know, the newer albums, I forget the name of both of them. Like
I'm sure they're long.
the one, where, yeah, there's
They
the one
always
where
are.
it's the two,
Long
the
and
couple,
hard.
and they're like.
Is that
five
Unheavenly
times together.
Creatures?
The Unheavenly Creatures and Vaxxus, the newest album, are absolute fucking masterpieces.
I haven't seen.
I gotta
If you
brush up
haven't
on those.
listened to them, do yourself a favor. Start with Vaxis. Listen to that one first, because good Lord, start to front to start, front to back.
Front to start.
So the first song is good. The rest of it, not so much.
No, yeah. Just the first song's good, so it's amazing.
Yeah.
No, literally, if you go listen to those albums, like it's a ride, man. It's really good, and they really bring back all the surprises of like the first albums that you would want in 2024.
We're seeing them
Cody
do No World for Tomorrow on Saturday on the that Incubus tour that they're on.
Oh well,
They're
guess
playing
what?
No Wolf for Tomorrow, front to back.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I didn't know
Where is
that.
it?
Underrated
Where is
record.
it?
That's a great
It's
record.
TD Garden, unfortunately.
Oh,
So-
fuck, I'm out.
So
Have
that's
fun with that.
so that's me going to Boston with a grimace on.
good
Like
luck.
I'll fucking do I love that record, and then Incubus is doing Morning View front to back, which
Oh,
is
well,
like
yeah.
that's in my Mount Rushmore of albums ever. So
Well, I have to do 4, right? I've only done 2.
Yeah,
yeah.
You only did one.
yeah,
Oh
hit it.
fuck.
Kobe was
Yeah,
number one.
what's
Well,
3?
Number 3 is Bill Murray.
Oh, fair.
Oh my god, I know what you meant, but like it's still like
The
broke
actor
my,
Bill Murray.
broke my brain.
And I'm sure Johnny Frag loves that because
Yeah.
I think that's why he named his
Bill
band
Murray.
because
You know
he
what's-
wants people to be like,
really
wait a
like
minute.
Groundhog
So-
Day.
It gets people talking. It gets people talking, man.
So the day of our baby shower, when we had to leave my house and go to where the girls were to like pick up the gifts and stuff, and my buddy Nick, not this Nick, my buddy Nick showed me some Bill Murray stuff. I had never really listened to them, and it's like it is just ADHD core, man. Like they are just all over the place.
It's Attack. Think about it. He was a singer. Like it's the continuation of Attack. That's how I look at it.
Right, and I think if I dove into them, I think that would make more
You can
sense.
tell
to
That
me.
that
would
he
be
was
fun.
the goofy
That would be
one
fun
in the
for us to
band.
do,
You
yeah.
can totally tell that he was the reason why they had the funny clips and stuff. It's like that was him.
Yeah.
And he brings it back. He's brought back Attack riffs in songs he's written with Bill Murray.
Oh,
And
really?
He does it in a really funny way. Like at the end of the song, all of a sudden it'll be like, dun, 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 dun. Dun. You know what I mean?
Holy
He'll bring-
shit.
like sampling yourself.
I can see
it.
Yeah.
You know, but it was very interesting to like. I don't know. I have no idea what songs he showed me. I don't know. But he showed me like 2 or 3, and I was
To
just like,
take
oh,
your
this
pick,
is-
dude. They're all fantastic songs.
I was just very interested in like how all over the place, but yet together it was.
Oh, you should see. He does YouTube videos showing like the piece by piece process of making his music, and I learned so much from it. Like you should see. He's like, put a clown noise. That you know what I mean? He's like, it's crazy. He's like, it's
What
awesome.
a clown noise.
See, I love that stupid shit though. I
Yeah.
love that.
No, he's like he really puts a lot of effort into making sure that you're entertained.
Yeah.
The whole way through.
I can
That's
tell.
the best
That
way I
makes
can
sense.
say it. Like I'm thoroughly entertained, and I'm like, I didn't hear that song that again. That put me in a good mood. You know what I mean? Like his songs are really good. And number 4, that's a tough question right now.
I think that's is that 2?
That's 3.
No, that's 3.
What was the second one? It was
yeah. Wait.
No, it was Coheed.
We're talking about
Coheed, Bill
bands.
Murray.
I'm gonna say this, okay? I'm gonna say
Oh my god.
Kill Switch Engage, okay?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm not talking about anything that has to do with Jesse Leach.
How-
Only
all Howard?
Kill Switch Engage songs with Howard.
Fair enough.
I'm Kill Switch Engage Howard heavy.
yeah.
I only want to.
You're a Howard diehard.
Either it's the first album was Alive and Just Breathing.
Yes.
It's either it's that album with Jesse. I'm cool with that. Or any song past it with Howard. Everything past that, I don't even want.
I
I've
actually
never
agree with
even-
them on that.
No,
I will.
I'm good.
I liked
It's not Howard was the fit, and I'm still mad. I'm still holding
I-
a grudge that he's out of that band because I want
So-
to hear
so
what
you
that.
mu-
Imagine where that band would be now. and
So
what they'd
you
be
you must be
putting out,
really
like-
excited for the Howard Adam D thing they're doing right now.
They did that a bunch of times.
What they put? What new?
They're like
They
doing
do it
no,
all-
they're
they
doing
do
like
like
a
a whole
they're doing
record
like a
together.
like a whole
project
record,
together.
like a whole record. You read that?
Good.
You hear that? Oh,
Good,
okay, yeah.
Because Howard is the better singer and screamer. I don't
True,
care what anybody
true.
says.
No, and
that's
you know
true,
what?
that's true. I agree.
I always thought that, but when I
He had,
saw
like,
them,
he had a disease at the time or something going on.
Diabetes.
yeah, it's diabetes.
Diabetes, yeah.
When
I
I
guess
saw
he has it
them,
under control now, and he's like, and I'm like, dude, come on, like Jesse Leach, come on, you can go bring back the Empire Tale Shuffle. You'll be so
Oh, yeah.
huge now because you've gained all this popularity.
I like
Everybody
him-
wins.
I like them both for
You-
different reasons. It's
Same.
not.
What do you
know,
like about Jesse Leach? Like, okay, wait. Here we go.
It's
Ready?
more of the punk
No,
energy for
ready?
him.
You guys are gonna have to give me a straight answer when I ask you. Okay, no stories. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Jesse Leach or Howard?
Probably Howard.
Jesse Leach or
Dude,
Howard?
both. I'm impartial.
you have to
I'm
pick
Switzerland.
one.
I like them
No,
both
no, I-
equally for
no,
different
no.
equally for
So
different
one vote
reasons.
for Howard. Who
Okay.
you got?
All right. All right. I'll
All right,
give you.
so we're all Howard,
if-
and you're a half a Howard.
if I must pick, the Howard stuff was more like formatively important to me.
That was same
How
thing.
much more did it mean to you than anything Jesse Leach has done? Period.
That's true.
That's true.
That is true.
That's what it was for
it's
me.
hard.
I
I
know.
will say that, you know what,
I
though?
love
It's
Jesse
not
though.
so
Alive
hard.
and Just Breathing roped
That's
me in.
not
I was
fair.
like, I was roped in by it. I wasn't obsessed with it. My
Yeah.
Last Serenade was amazing.
Sure.
Great song. Feel like that has more to do
Yeah.
with Adam D and his producing and coaching.
Probably.
But-
Oh, the writing.
oh,
the
yeah,
writing,
yeah.
like, and then that's what I feel like. I feel like Howard came into the band and he met, Adam D, and it was like that was the match marriage
was the
made
magic.
in heaven. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to be fair, for what it's worth, I started playing guitar the year that End of Heartache came out. And that
Oh my
was like
God.
blew my fucking mind.
My
that's
God.
like that was
You know,
that's
That album was
True.
like, holy shit! Like this
Yeah.
is the craziest thing I've
and
ever.
That's
Daylight
a great
Dies
first-
right after
first
that.
to
amazing
last
with the
song to the
vocals
album.
and the screams were
Yeah.
like so powerful and like.
It's-
Tell me what they're doing now
so
that's
tough.
better than that. You know what I mean?
There's
And-
nothing.
some
But-
great
And tell
songs
me
on,
you wouldn't want to see
on Disarm though.
where this
Yeah, I
band
agree.
would
I
have
was about to
gone
say
with
that.
Howard. Like where they'd be today, putting out like think about bands like Green Day and all those bands that are still doing it. And you're seeing who saw Green Day when they just came around?
I did actually.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we were there.
All right,
Together,
and
yeah.
so
different
we
sections.
were
Yeah.
all there, right? And,
Yeah.
and were you not looking at them at the stage, like feeling a little old, being like, "Wow, like I remember when this band was like just a bunch of fucking scrawny teenagers,
Yeah,
that were, like,
yeah,
popping, and freaking
Yeah.
MTV and all that shit."
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and now you're looking at them, and they're playing amazing songs and making amazing songs still, and they're like morphing and progressing, and like Killswitch never did that.
Yeah,
They're
Killswitch.
They had
They're
too many
leveled out.
breaks.
They're
They
never
kind
gonna
of
get bigger than
stayed
they are.
how they. Yeah, I mean, they
Ever.
sort of stayed how they sound, like musically speaking, and that's fair. But I think that's probably that's
Howard would've
where
brought
they
it to the
want
next
to be. I would think. That's the thing is like the post. Like the Jesse reunion stuff, there are some great like Due Time is an all timer.
In Due Time is good.
For
Strength of the
them.
Mind is good.
Yeah.
Hate by Design is good.
Yeah,
Even the Signal Fire with Howard was good.
That I liked because Howard.
Because Howard was on it. But you know what? I will say,
Um,
when they did the tour with,
all of Disarm is great.
yes.
That's a
and
great
Signal
record.
yes.
Fire was different than everything.
It stood out.
And honestly,
I didn't love
that
that record.
song is a representation of what Killswitch would sound like if Howard was still in the band.
That's fair. I will say the Devil You Know and Light the Torch, like they dropped a couple of good tracks. I liked it. I was into it.
Musically though,
But
Light the Torch was pretty damn good.
nowhere near the same caliber of
No, God, no.
of songwriting and fucking
But it was
hook
good,
craft.
though.
But that's
But it
the
was
thing is
good.
that you just need Adam D.
Yeah, but you know what though? Like I
They
saw
should
them do.
I want to see people should start putting votes up online and sending it to Killswitch of like what vocals they want in the band. Like, because I guarantee it'd be a landslide.
Oh, 100%. When I saw them at House of Blues,
if
with
you
Light the
comes out
Torch,
seeing
they
this
did-
in the comments,
they did
go
they
fucking
did a couple
crazy
songs with
about
Howard,
this.
Yeah.
and I
was just gonna say when that happens.
Yeah.
Do you get chills?
Oh, 100%.
You get chills?
Oh, I almost
Oh, it was
cried.
awesome. It was so awesome.
I get
I almost
chills,
cried, bro.
dude, when
Yeah.
he comes out, and I'm like, because he comes out, and there's that moment where I feel like all of us are like, all of us are like, is he gonna suck? Like, is this gonna be good or bad? Is this gonna make me upset? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's gonna happen? He comes out and he sounds fucking phenomenal,
Yeah.
Dude, like I said,
and
I,
you're like, damn, like this
That
is
was
so
I almost cried,
sad
dude.
that he's not in the band.
The
still.
the coolest.
yeah.
Yeah.
I almost cried when I saw that. I was so fucking
Yeah,
happy. I was
tear
like, can we
tear
just?
in the eye for sure.
I was like, listen,
Teary-eyed, yeah.
Jesse's cool, but like, can we just like keep him up here? Can we
let
like,
him put him back in the Empire Shall Fall? He's gotten blown up as a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's gonna make that band huge.
He's gotten so much better as a
And
performer
then
too.
They can play together. They, like Killswitch can help make them big. Put them on all their tours. Like come on, like and then you get Howard with them, and Jesse can do guest spots and tours with them and stuff.
So,
It's so
just
tough,
so you
man.
guys
It's
know,
tough.
we're at 110 right now.
Yeah.
Yes, we have
tough,
until
man.
128. So
Okay.
I'm just letting. We go as long as we want,
okay.
but I just want to upset our
Any
music member.
any goodies before we
Promote the show.
start putting a bow on
Cough.
it?
What? Oh, I had.
You had a question.
I had each member's favorite local band, favorite one, so we could do a quick one.
We
Yeah.
can do
okay.
one quick.
Yeah.
We can do that quick.
Quick roundabouts on that. Begin.
Oh God. Traverse.
Yeah. Same.
I feel like that's the only logical answer.
No, I have the calling.
Should I pick somebody different because it's Traverse? I mean, it's Traverse.
The calling is
Just
the
like
calling is
Traverse.
close.
They're really,
I'm not-
I
the
love those
calling is
guys are
close, too.
awesome.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Intake is close too.
Yeah.
I love those guys, but I think Traverse
I
is
was,
like
just real quick.
Traverse.
Yeah.
Out of all of the bands that were like,
Nothing against everyone else. I love everyone
Oh
out there.
no,
but
not
yeah,
at all.
We had
But,
to
like,
pick one.
Out of all of the bands that are our peers, when they are the only ones when they release something, I start sweating.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
it
doesn't matter how good everyone else's stuff is, because Traverse is so close to us. When they were like, "We're dropping a new track," I'm like, "Fuck!"
Shit.
I'm like, "Shit!"
How
It's gonna be
much
so
harder I got to
cool.
start working?
Right. Which I mean, it's a good friendly competition.
Keeps us
thing.
honest.
Yeah.
that's
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
It's a good friendly competition thing, and we're all on this side and on their side. Like we're all in on it.
Yeah,
we're all into it.
Being fans of one another,
100%.
You know,
We're-
in that way.
We're constantly like bouncing stuff off of each other and stuff. Like it's a fun, friendly thing. But they're the one band that when they drop something, I panic. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, oh fuck, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Why do you panic?
Makes me want to work harder.
Well, just because I know that
It's
what
not a
they're
competition.
no,
it's not, but,
not
you
like
know,
that. It's
Hopefully, when they make
Yeah.
it famous, they can bring us with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
rising,
guys.
you know,
It's
right?
good.
It's like a
Hopefully
rising
vice versa.
tide thing. I'm just like,
Yeah.
damn,
Help us
Right.
out.
Lives all
ooh,
ships,
that's
yeah.
so good. That makes
Yeah.
me want to like. That just fires me up to like. I want to go home and play
Just
guitar
make
now.
friends
Oh, yeah.
and shake hands.
it makes me it makes me panic in a good way because I know that it's going to be awesome, and I know that like what we have in the tank is also awesome. But it's like when you hear it, you're just like, ooh,
Just makes me wanna work,
That's
man.
really fucking cool. I should have thought of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it makes me panic
Ooh, they
in that
beat
sense.
me to that good idea.
Yeah,
you know.
But other than that, I mean, it's all love. I love those guys.
Yeah.
I would play every single show ever with them if I had the choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Traverse for me for sure.
Yeah,
You did?
I said the calling.
Oh, I'm
Calling.
gonna say right
Calling.
now,
great band.
I'm a big fan of like the up and comers that slide into the scene and just kind of you just feel like they've been here the whole time, and I just feel like that's Vantablack right now.
Oh
They
yeah.
just
yeah,
kind
they
of slid
did.
in there, and
Yeah,
now
they
they're
did,
like
yeah.
a band that you
I
turn
know.
to, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I want to put a good band on a bill.
Vantablack rocks ass.
We should have Vantablack.
Well, that's-
They put
that's-
on a great show,
Yeah.
and people really
We'll have
come
a
out to
good
see 'em.
show with those guys, Van and us
Oh,
playing
yeah.
together.
What
That'd
a
be a
band.
really
That's
fun one.
that's how I feel about
We will
Intake
probably do
too.
that, yeah.
That's how I feel about
Yeah,
Intake.
they're
Same
good
thing.
dudes.
I feel like they kind of just like slid in there, but they fucking kill it.
We also had most embarrassing moment on stage.
Oh fuck me. I don't know if I've had one that like sticks out like that.
Yeah,
I've watched other people have them.
I'm a silly goose. It don't
I mean,
matter.
I browned out at one. Like,
What?
You usually do.
bro,
Though.
yeah, no, but like this one I don't remember performing.
What?
Getting
You what?
Cool.
Not shitting yourself.
I'm sorry, no, okay.
Whoa, did you just say browned out?
You never heard that? So there's a black on a
You
brown
shit
out.
your pants.
No, I
You
didn't
shit
shit my
your
pants. No.
No, that is what a brown out is.
Do you want me to
okay?
Google
There's
it?
no
I'll
other
Google it
reason.
right now.
He blue screened.
Okay, what is it? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, all right,
were
while
you
he's
Urban
doing that,
Dictionary?
actually, I do have one.
What's a brown out? No, we're not.
No, he's
skipping
getting
this
it.
topic
So
right
I
now.
actually do have one, and it was when we played that show at Alchemy when I was like too fucked up.
Yeah.
And I played the Black Blanket solo like 2 measures behind.
Oh, yeah.
That was really
You're
fucking
yeah,
bad.
like- good
on it.
stuff
You
right
were
there.
That was really
on a
fucking
different
bad.
planet altogether.
So right here is called. So brownout is a fragmentary blackout. So when I played that,
That happens to me every time I play.
No,
where your
no,
hands and
this
feet
one
work,
was
but your
different.
brain stops.
No, that was the last show we played before COVID.
Oh yeah.
Before it was like what?
Livestock?
No, we played at the free Metal show, Free Metal Night.
Oh,
You guys
that one.
went a step further
That one.
during
Yes, that
COVID.
one, yeah.
You played a show after the show.
No,
Everybody talked
no,
shit
but
about.
so, it was embarrassing for me because that was like the first. I
would
cut
too.
back actually on the. I mean, I still have a beer or so on stage, but I'm more like
Yeah.
self-aware what's going on.
Yeah, of course.
So that was like more embarrassing as a performer. I was like, I don't think I gave my best and stuff like that.
I don't
That's
get
for me.
embarrassed. I fall and hurt myself. It's
Ah,
fine.
yeah.
It's whatever.
I don't know, man.
That's
You were
rough.
pretty embarrassed when you ate shit during that live
No,
stream.
I was mad as fuck that no one got it on
So
camera.
fucking funny.
That would have been so funny.
I am so pissed that those
Yeah.
camera guys sucked. Oh my god, that shit
I
was
put
so
videos
funny.
of me falling on my ring camera and my fucking boxers and my bathrobe on Facebook because it's funny. I don't care.
Man, he ate shit so bad at the Fet one time.
Yeah.
For the sake of fun.
Now, what about you, Mike?
What are we talking about again?
Embarrassing
Embarrassing
moment.
Oh shit! Okay, so in Barbarian, I have my getup. You know what my usual getup is: skinny jeans, whatever. It hasn't happened in a while.
That
but,
boy done ripped his pants.
Yeah,
Blowout.
my crotch. And this is like, it has to be this because like, this isn't a one-time thing. My crotch has blown out on stage. Probably 6 or 7 times I've had
Damn.
to buy new jeans because my crotch blew out on stage. Because I'm just like, you see me, I'm not a person that stands still on stage ever.
Yeah,
Like I'm doing things
little-
and blah,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, I go to. It's usually when I go to step back onto the stage because I have long legs, right?
Yeah.
And I'm wearing skinny jeans. And
give
I
him the
go to
old
step
razzle
back
dazzle,
onto the
big
stage,
steppy.
and it's like, and I'm like, cool. And then I guess the most embarrassing moment, and it's all good because no one saw anything, but I definitely, oftentimes sit on the stage and just kind of scream and sing like that, sitting down, like kind of like weirdly. And I definitely was sitting open-legged, and my crotch was definitely blown out. And I was wearing underwear, so whatever.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been way worse. You know?
Cruiser, do we have time for that one question that Nick had? What are we at right now?
It's got like 10 minutes left.
All right, Nick, quick question. What was the one you
Okay.
had?
All right.
Bonus question.
No,
Wait, bonus question.
Okay.
We said
Okay.
bonus.
So the quick context was because obviously Marilyn Manson is back. Point of controversy is that Reba from Code Orange is playing guitar for him. And people are not thrilled about that. So what's your next big celebrity or music cancellation? Next big musician cancellation, like your Deadpool
I go
for
first?
who's next? Yes, go.
Jesus.
Okay.
Whose head is in the smasher next?
Being canceled is fake. You can't cancel
Yes,
anybody.
I know. Yes,
It
of
doesn't
course.
exist.
Clearly, because
It's
Marilyn
just an
Manson
online
is still
thing.
touring and
It
making
doesn't
music.
work. Everybody who's
No,
ever been
everyone knows
canceled has
that.
bounced back bigger from it.
Yeah.
Stop canceling people. It
Everybody
doesn't do
knows
any
that.
good to anybody.
But who's
my
in,
answer.
who's in the fucking smasher next?
Tom DeLonge.
Okay,
I
for
would
writing
fist
songs
fight
about
him.
fucking his dad.
I would fist fight him.
The kids are we're gonna hit a point where the kids don't get it because they're so young that they don't get it.
You know what it is? So
No, if that's the case, then my vote's Eminem. If we're doing
That's
votes.
gotta
Ooh, wow.
yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't happened
It
already.
almost did.
they can't cancel
It
Eminem, man.
almost
They
did.
can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
No, it wasn't a full cancel. They didn't go full all the way with it. It was just comments.
Oh, they're back on. All right.
we're back
it's
on.
back
All right.
on.
Well, a
Okay,
little pickup.
I like to
All
do
right.
like the paid like costume photo ops with him and
Sure,
everything.
sure.
But sitting in that line and listening to the people around us,
Yep.
oh my god, man, it's fucking awful.
Yeah.
It's like you guys understand that he grew up like 10 minutes from here, right?
Yeah.
Like he's
Who are
just
we
one of
talking
us.
about again?
Spencer.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
he's just
yeah,
one
yeah.
of us. Like, you
Do I
understand
know?
that, right?
Yeah, I've hosted them. Like when they weren't.
Oh no, I'm saying like to the people that are in the
Listen,
room.
It's a simple thing of like, Ice Nine Kills was like play Simon 677 or like play fucking. They would have played Alchemy, where it is right now. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be a show they would play, and I do like probably like 250 people
Yeah,
or something like
tracks,
that.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden they started doing this horror shit.
Oh yeah.
Our
Boom
last
up.
night. Same
it's
thing,
about gimmick
same
with the covers.
same venues, bro. Firehouse 13, you know what I mean? Like, booking them all forever in those circuits, and then all of a sudden, they started making covers. The covers started going viral,
Exploded, yeah.
and that's it. You know
Everyone
what I mean?
finds
like,
their
I
thing
can't
every
even
now and
book.
again.
I can't book either of those bands anymore. They're too big.
Yeah, Die Hard Ice Nine fans are fucked up, man. They are fucked up. It's unfortunate and kind of unsettling because I'm definitely in that category now. But
Yeah.
We got minutes left, by the way.
Whenever I see the
What?
Minutes.
yeah,
many?
Like 3 or 4.
whenever I see the
that's a
picture
lot
of
of
like me and
minutes. That's a
Spencer
lot.
and Tay and like Liana,
Yeah.
I like just don't look like I belong. You know what I mean? Like it's very
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
But like the group picture with like the whole band, it makes a little bit more sense.
Sure.
I definitely would love to work with Ricky at some point. I think that'd be really fun.
You're fun.
But
We're all fun.
when are we gonna have Joe on?
This
Mike?
has been fun.
Who?
This has been
Joe, a cutie.
Oh, I mean, I can ask him.
I would love that.
I don't know if he's ever over here, dude. He lives in California, so
We'll make it work.
California.
yeah, I don't know if he would even do that.
I mean, who knows?
Maybe we paid him.
What was
Get him and Miles.
what
He's
was
doing like 8 projects right now. You know, maybe
Is
not
he?
8, but like he's in this like band that only sings. I'll show you. It's
I'll have to look him up.
Pretty
An
good.
acapella band?
no, it's like it's like kind of like pop punkish. I'd
Oh,
say, yeah.
you said only sing.
Very
Like,
pop
I just
punkish, and it
jumped to that.
appears by the first video I saw that there's 3 singers. Like they rotate singing around, and he's one of them. He sounds good.
Sounds like a Mastodon idea.
yeah.
Yeah, but not a lot of no screaming.
That's kind of cool.
What was fun about
It's
all
just like going to the beach and blah, blah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like very
Goofy
like
shit. I love it.
Pizza.
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's scarily what it's like.
Pizza
honestly,
core.
yeah.
So before we have to close
I don't know
it,
about
and
pizza necessarily, but core.
Yeah, you know,
Before
no,
we-
pizza core was a state
it?
of mind.
It's more like surf core.
It's like being a parrot head.
yeah.
before we close up and we got to plug the show, who you canceling? Who you going for?
Oh, Ryan Rocky. I know, but I don't. I don't.
I knew what he was
easy,
going to
that's
say.
an easy
I don't really
answer.
know about all this
Yeah,
shit.
give us another one.
I
Yeah.
just see. I see his. I don't really. I don't
loudmouth
keep up
fucking
with it. I don't-
dipshit.
Exactly.
Oh, I
don't
think-
keep
I
up
think the
with any of that
TikTok
sort
is
of
so
stuff.
funny.
It's just his fucking Twitters or X, whatever you call it. Just ridiculous.
I
stuff
think
like
it's
that.
so funny.
It might be Eminem.
But maybe. But just real quick, it was just fun to hear all you guys' influences. We have a lot of a lot of different ones. Like usually a band has like a core. We're kind of all over the place.
That's
a little
part
bit.
of the fun of it.
That's a
and
good
I think
thing.
That's
I like
what,
that.
And we've talked about this before. I think that's part of what makes it cool. That's what makes the tunes fun.
Yeah.
Is if we were all into the same shit, it would be so fucking boring.
Yeah.
You know.
It would.
We all of us
line.
could pull from shit from our backgrounds. It's
I
interesting.
feel like I'm
That's very
definitely the
interesting.
outlier.
I mean,
I
think
have
there's
the
some
brass
outlier.
stuff,
There's some
yeah.
outlier
There's some
interests
outliers, yeah.
amongst all of us. I would say. Well, all right. So let's put a ball on this bad Larry. We got a show.
Put a ball on this.
Come to our shit.
Yep. September 6th.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
September
It is
6th.
at the Met in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. We are opening up for Inspirit, which, if you don't know, is fucking Vanna. So we're basically playing with Vanna.
Go to the metri.com and get tickets today.
We don't have any. Buy a motherfucking ticket.
Go
buy one
online
like when a
and
band
buy
you
those
like
tickets
asks you to buy a
now.
ticket.
Come find us, have a drink or a smoke, either or.
I mean, I will probably not even be there.
I guess we know both.
Okay.
But I also.
Oh, fuck it. Never mind, I guess.
No, but I also will be there.
Yeah.
But I won't be at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah,
see
yeah.
me for a few minutes.
Yeah, as it
and
goes.
then that's it. You know
It's
what
gonna
I
be
mean?
fun. We're gonna have a nice time.
Yeah.
First time playing at the Met.
Yes, our
time.
first time.
It's our first
First
time playing there.
as a band ever?
For us,
Is it for this band? Yeah.
Oh,
hands
wow,
down.
high fives all around.
I like
boys.
that.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hell yeah, new venue.
We're gonna have ourselves a nice time.
Yep.
And it's my last show before the baby, so the extra reason to
Last show
celebrate.
before the baby. Woo.
Come make
Yeah.
it. Come make it hurt.
Did you get a name yet?
For the baby?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, Madison.
Madison.
Yeah.
That's the girl.
Yeah.
What'd you do for a?
This guy's fucking
Reveal.
outnumbered. Surrounded by women.
Did you do a reveal thing, or were you just
No,
like, oh,
we didn't.
just
No,
fun?
we didn't do one this time. We did one for Liana, but we didn't do one this time for Maddie.
You should have done a reveal thing. It would have been fun.
We
We could have done it at a show. I could have done it on stage. I could have done
Yeah.
it.
No, that would have been
Well,
fun.
you can
actually.
announce it on stage.
I
I'm
would
sure
love
we'll bring it up. for
That
things like
actually would have been a funny idea. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
Some
but it's
guitar
one thing.
tape, you know.
Yeah,
like-
I have a blaster. And I'm like, whatever color comes out of this tube.
Fuck, that would have been. Damn, the tape on the guitar would have been a good one.
It would have been good. Yeah,
Shit.
well,
Well,
too fucking late now.
well, anyway, I'm having a kid.
Well,
Come to the
can
show
you have another one?
if you're paying for it.
That's always
mean,
a joke.
Zach's
yeah.
paying for this one.
Nah, it's been expensive so far, to say the least.
Zach told me if I had another kid, he'd pay for it. So.
Yeah, I've gave you the big box of diapers. So.
Yeah, I hope you
we
plan
gotta
on
bowl
buying-
this. We got to bowl this. We got to bowl this.
I'm getting the snip, brother.
You've been
Yeah.
buying a lot more diapers than
yeah.
that there, Grandpa.
All right, close it out. We got to bowl.
All right.
Come to the fucking show. It's
The
over.
Met, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, September 6th. We're playing with Inspirit, which is pretty much Vanna, and you should go because it is going to be our last one for a little bit probably, and it's going to be sick, and you should be there. And if you aren't there, then what the fuck is the matter with
1
you?
minute though. Auburn, go.
Auburn's
Auburn's
coming
Auburn,
back.
Auburn's gonna be there.
And if you're from
Reunion
around
show.
here, that means something to you, and that's a cool fucking band, and you should be there for that too.
And there's an opener.
There is
Disease.
Yes,
Disease.
I have yet to listen to them, but if
I'm
they're on
pretty
that
sure
bill,
female-fronted.
they're
I'm pretty
fucking
sure. I'm not
worth
sure.
checking out,
But-
guaranteed.
Hell yeah, brother.
So
Very
Hell
cool.
yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Check it out. Come to the show or else.
run it up.